Why, what a marvellous day it is to play Dungeons and Dragons. Episode 31. Let us get on with it.
You never know.
Okay, so episode 31. We will keep this short and sweet because a lot of shit happened last week. The anvil has been destroyed and you have Orton Taig's medallion to take to the Hall of Assembly. Branka and Orban have passed but died in each other's arms. You now have Branka's hammer to provide proof that you found the lost living paragon. Now arriving back at breakfast time on the fourth day, you see Bill preparing breakfast for the people of Dusttown. There you go. See, as I said, short and sweet.
Oh, Bill, Bill. Morning.
Last week. Well, fuck me sideways and call me Judy. Dad. Yes, smelly little oik. You're back. You got money. Did you make it? Have I lost the house? Have I lost the job? Is the ogre going to be all right?
Hang on. Slow it down. Slow it down, son. All right.
Well,
He's taking so much.
There you go, darling. No worries. You enjoy that. What?
Right. We got this hammer, right? And
that's a good-looking hammer too. Is it worth 25,000 gold pieces?
Well, this hammer can go help your father become king if we go to the Hall of Assembly as soon as possible.
I've been having a thought about that. I mean, does anybody really think that it's a good idea that my dad becomes king of Orzammar?
Well, I like to say, Bill, just off the Bill, I am complete and utterly against it, but...
Well, listen to him, he's just jealous.
I'm not jealous, I just can't imagine how this wonderful place, Orzammar, will end up under your ruling. Yeah.
Well, here's what I got in mind. If we get Bob in king, let's just say that, right? He'll be too busy being a Grey Warden, which is scary. So that might fall down to his heir, which is Bill. And looking at Bill at the moment, he's looking after the people of Orzammar, or as he is.
He's the one.
When you put it like that way, there, Scales, I would be 100% in agreement with you. As long as
hang on a second. Did you just say that it was going to fall down to me to do all the work?
No.
Yeah, you're fit for it, lad. You can do it.
I'm just thinking logically.
Sorry, darling. Yeah, here you go. You have some of that. Nice.
Hang on a minute. Right.
Bill, you are a fine man. A lot, very, very much further from the sort of man your father is. As daunting as a prospect it may be, I'm in agreement here with Scales because I actually think you would be a wonderful ruler. I mean, you can get, if you're worried about the work and that, you get people to do the work for you. But listen to how you put the people of Orzammar first and foremost, which is what a king should do. And therefore, you, sir, I believe, would make a wonderful king. And what's better is
right. And
Orzammar would have a future under your kingship. Unlike if it's your father, it would end up becoming a cesspit.
Now, Bill does a really good impression of Bob down, kind of goes,
Right, look.
Don't you hesitate there, Bill. You'll be fine.
Shut up, you. Right, Bill. Look at what you're doing now. You're giving up all your time, everything you own, to help these poor people. No, I wouldn't do that personally. And I don't know where you get it from, mate. I don't know where you get it from.
It must have been from Mum.
Oh, it might have been.
She gave everything, even to your ungrateful fat ass.
Well, I know. Well, and look at you. Look at what you're doing.
You know, all that cleaning your clothes after you worked in the sewers. That's actually
all right, mate. Calm it down, right? Look, all I'm saying is these boys are right. I believe that you're the man for your job.
I think that's the first thing. One of the first things we're actually going to be in agreement with Bob.
Yeah, well, you know.
And so while he's serving, all of you have done had this talk. The people around have started to hear what you guys are saying, and murmurs are starting to spread around Dusttown. You can sort of hear it, just a low din as the whispers start going down the queue of people standing there with their bowls waiting for their oatmeal or their gruel. It's but I mean, did you get everything that you needed down in the deep roads then? I mean,
We did.
could it happen? Could you actually be king?
Look, it's gonna happen, right? So just get ready for it.
We've got so far. I'm sorry to interrupt. The father and son bonding.
Oh,
I'm putting that on high, like that. Your father here's got a talisman of Orton Take.
What have I?
I hope you bloody do, because I put it down on my notes that you got it.
Well, no, I've never looked. Hang on a minute.
You know that thing that you tried to sell?
So you met Orton Tague, or you found the anvil?
Both.
Both. Been standing here dealing with all this blooming gruel. I missed out. What else happened? What else?
Paul Brown and his wife Branca are no longer with us.
No longer with you. What they've gone off to live happily ever after.
No, they perished together. Unfortunately,
he's dead.
Yeah, your father, however, wanted one to be pushed into the lava while the other.
Oh, hang on a minute. I was just trying to resolve it without, in the easiest way possible. But he didn't want to live anymore anyway. So we got his old Branko.
So hold on. So you went there. You met the dead paragon Orton Tague.
As a golem.
And then, okay, we'll get back to that in a minute. And then the living paragon, Branca, is now dead.
Hence why I got a hammer.
So Orton Tague's still alive?
No, he's...
Hey, mate, he's dead. You're not listening.
Just trying to put two and two together.
Okay, may I... Do you want me to explain?
He was dead, and then he came back to life as a golem, and he's dead again.
As a golem?
Yeah.
You met a talking golem?
That's right.
So
Right.
Let me try to explain it. If we have time. So I'm more thinking of your poor sister.
Don't worry about it, mate.
Right. You go through it. You explain exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You know, tale for tale. While Bill keeps filling everyone's holes up with gruel. Every last detail. When you finish, Bill's like,
yeah.
Right. Got it. Yes. Were you licking a lot of blue slime while you were down in those caves? Because that's a hell of a tale.
Well, one of them did. Which one? Oh yeah, my other scaly brethren.
The other scaly one. Been licking blue slime, have you?
See what it was.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, we can always head back to. Well, if you got all of that, we can go back to the all of assembly. Get this going. Get it all out. Get everybody knowing and see if we can get you to vote. We've only got 24 hours. That's all that's left.
Yeah.
One day. Poor old Elga. I got in to see her. I managed to get in and give her some bread and cheese.
Oh yeah, how's she doing? She all right?
She's in fucking prison, Dad. How do you think she's bloody doing?
Well,
can you believe it?
All right these days. You never know.
Which one?
Which one? Fuck our little fucking short hairy friend here. You believe him all of a sudden, all concerned about his daughter, who he couldn't give two shits about a couple of weeks ago.
I think it's all for show, to be honest.
You think?
I don't know. You got to give him some credit. At least he came up with the idea of putting Branka in Allbrand's arm before she died.
Yeah, for some benefit.
Before he threatened to push him in the lava.
What was the benefit?
You got an inspiration for doing so.
That's out of character. You can't blame.
Yeah,
Bob.
but I'm still going to find my shot.
I'm
still going to find my shot.
I'm just loving the fact that Ander just gives him shit as well now. I love it.
Ander's developing as a character. Take that. All right. Once I've finished serving breakfast, then we can we'll get going. No worries. Yeah, sure. We'll get going.
Speaking of breakfast, Bill, is there any left? I'm rather famished. It's been
greedy. You want to eat your bleeding rations taken from these poor people. How dare you?
Oh, your fucking rations in a minute.
Don't listen to him, Bill. Don't listen to him. He's greedy git.
Anyway, before we're so rudely interrupted, Bill, we have been in a number of battles over the last few days, and I really am famished, and even the rations won't cut it. If you would be so kind as to offer us some food.
Well, I mean, we'll see if there's any left at the end of the old. Let's.
Thank you.
Sort it out, and we'll see if we've got something at the bottom. It's all right. No worries. We'll get there. While Bill carries on serving the queue of the people from Dusttown, one of the armored guys that was standing watch over the entrance of the deep roads, originally when you entered, and obviously was there when you came out, but just sort of paid you no heed, now approaches you. The murmurs through Dusttown have already made their way to them, back at the entrance. Hey, I be hearing that one. No, what's not this one. No, that's Allbrand. He dead. South London. All right, mate. Yeah, that's the one. Right, we go with that. Here we go. There's my dwarf. Hey, been trying to find this for ages. Right, so I heard a murmur. That Allbrand is no more. The living legend himself.
That's right, mate. He's dead.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
God rest his soul and all that lot, and yeah.
And the living paragon Brankner is also passed.
That is very true.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was sort of dead anyway, but he's probably dead.
Bob, just don't
disrespect a legend.
No.
Right, I got to ask this question because I'll be honest with you, me and all the lads, we were always quite fond of her. Has anybody brought her shield back?
Let's have a look here. Hang on about. I picked it up.
Why is it you ask?
Well, because it was a fucking hell of an item, mate. I mean, that thing probably worth a good 50,000 gold pieces.
Oh no!
See, I would have taken that.
I'm going back.
If I'd been there last week, I would have taken that.
I'm all right. I'll go down there on my own.
I would have taken it and I would have sold it, and I still wouldn't have paid his fucking debt.
just for the lyrium alone, that shield was. Did you not notice how it glowed blue?
No, he was too busy with it.
Bob's walking. He's going back. He's walking back now.
Good luck. Trying not to throw stones at a giant head.
I now have this vision of what I'd really like to do, just seeing these little legs like stumbling off into the distance, just picking up a little small rock and throwing it just to watch it go back, and then just watch it go boom. Like, who the hell was that?
You can definitely do that.
Please, Rob.
I do apologise for the bad news.
Well, I mean,
sir.
I'm not 100% sure that we can get down there. I mean, so many guys have got in and so many haven't come out. I mean, you're pretty much the only ones that have made it back. And I mean,
I think we
if
could
that
do- if
short
we-
hairy fella goes in there on his own, I'm pretty sure he's not coming back.
That's it. Decisions made, guys. I'm putting rank here. Decisions made. We let him go in on his own. Let's just hope you don't come out again.
And I will inform them as well for what we saw of the blight as well. The giant army of blight.
Okay, sure.
I'll inform them as well, just to be prepared.
Thousands of them.
I'd rather not have a person that's, how can I say it, ill prepared of what's to come. I know, and I've seen quite a lot of them coming.
Fair enough. As he turns around, he can sort of see Bob just slowly disappearing off into the cave because Bob said he was walking.
Yeah.
And the guy pulls a bolo whip off of his belt and starts giving a. He didn't fucking bringing them back here. Sorry, Bob. A 23.
Yeah.
So contested strength because it's effectively a grappling weapon.
Oh, God. Oh, come on. Here we go. No. Only rolled 6.
So yeah, this flies through the air, spinning and whirling, wrapping around your ankles.
They stand them up.
Two of the guys come over, pick you up by your arms and drag you with your feet still tied. And they pull you back. Right, you ain't going in now. You ain't bringing anything out. Get the dynamite, get the explosive. We're shutting this cave. That's it. No more going down now.
No, you gonna do that, mate. No.
And the guards now move in front, and they're now standing there, ready. If we gotta stop you, we gotta stop you. You're not heading down that hole anymore.
What? Listen, there's a blimmin' shield down there, mate. I tell you, it's 50,000 gold. I need it. Save me daughter. You let me go. Put that dynamite down.
No.
Well, I'm gonna. When I'm king, you're all gonna be dead. Killed a lot of you.
Well, I will make. You're not helping me think. I'm right there swirling the hammer. You're not making me think like I should show this in the Hall of Assembly if you're going to be like that.
Hold it in your hand now, lad.
Remember, you got one. I got the other.
In front of everyone. They already seen it.
Yes, I know.
They seen it. Look, you're holding it.
Yes, because I'm going to go actually do something.
Throw it down the well then. I don't care.
No, as lovely as try that again. As lovely as her hammer was, it's gone country again. I'll forget. I'm gonna stay there now. As lovely as her hammer was, it wasn't quite worth as much as her shield. That were be amazing piece of equipment. That forward by some of the best dwarven hands that money could employ. And as you say that, you can hear from the background.
Mate.
Hear from the background one lowly voice coming from the back of Dusttown. Enchantment!
Oh, fuck you.
I do love him. I missed him so much.
Handle fucking 2.0 here. Fucking hell.
I did miss him. Not gonna lie.
You leave Huey alone.
Can I value this talisman?
Can you value it?
Yeah.
You can look at it.
To determine the value.
Investigate it then.
I was gonna go say to the gentleman.
13.
That's still lassoed Bob.
Is it 13?
I understand it's not up to par with the shield, but it still can be used as a memory of Branka. So if we are able to take it back from the Hall of Assembly, I don't mind giving it to the Legion as a memory of Branka.
I'll be honest with you. The Hall of Assembly would like that. That would be a memory of the Paragon herself. It will be kept in memory of her, and it will be put in a place of honor.
All right.
As will that talisman that you're holding there, little man. As Bob sort of got it in his hand, looking at it, because they're still freaking holding him while his legs are tied.
That's mine, mate.
As it sort of catches the eye of it, it's like, that is the symbol of Alton Taig, and a true legend in the world of Orzammar.
Wonders Gapers. Get your greasy hands off of it.
It's on your greasy hands.
There are many things at play here, and I say young dwarf, old man. And you stealing the property of Paragons is not one of them, let me tell you.
Whoa. No. I'm going to step in here. And yeah, Bob's a really infuriating, annoying little shitbag. I'll give you that. But
I second that.
your tone is rather threatening, and we're Grey Wardens. We found the amulet. You don't just get to tell us what to do with it.
I didn't tell you what to do with it. I told you what not to do with it.
Well, either way,
Understandable.
we will decide amongst ourselves what we shall or shall not do with it.
Well,
Oh, now unhand me. Take your bloody rings off me feet.
Let's have the amulet and you can do whatever you want with him.
Very well. And they started sticking dynamite in his back.
What?
Dynamite.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Well,
No,
I always foresaw Bob going out with a bang.
Now he mumbles.
One of them whispers in your ear, goes, right, old man, if you don't want me to light this stick, you're going to walk away nice and calm, like, or there might be a big bang where you don't want it.
All right. Take it out then.
As you now see, there's 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes now stacked in the door in the cave entranceway into the deep roads. As he cracks a bit of tinder and lights the dynamite that's still in Bob's belt.
What?
As he lights the dynamite that's still in Bob's belt.
It's still lit up like a Christmas tree.
As the stick starts to burn down, or the wick starts to burn down, Bob's literally standing there confused.
Right. What are you doing? Get everything off me.
Can I sort of put it out?
It's more of a, as the wick starts to burn down, the guy pulls out and throws it in towards the boxes that have been stacked.
Beaded sweat. There's beaded sweat all over Bob's bald head.
Slowly
I'll be like putting my place my.
start seeing a puddle underneath Bob's. With a large flash, bang, kaboom, and wallop. A giant cave-in ensues at the old entrance to the deep roads. One job down. Very well, Grey Wardens. Please be on your way. We are hoping you enjoyed your time in the deep roads.
Well, not really, no.
Farewell.
He was being sarcastic, Bob.
See you on voting day.
Noted. Thanks for your assistance.
As they start to grab all their things, lift and march and start making their way out of Dust Hill.
Let's
Right, I'll get these things off my legs then.
Oh, they're off your legs, Bob. You're all right.
They're off your
Ah,
legs and they're off you.
Right. Let's get ourselves up there then. And the throne awaits. Throne awaits. King Bob. Hooray! Where's all me supporters? Where they go?
Oh, they're slowly sitting there. Now full of gruel, even.
what was it?
King for the people.
No, what was it?
It was Bob for King, the Dwarf for the people. Bob.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know, as you're starting to do this, trying to get the dust down to rise, Bill comes over to Holgarth with a shoe. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I did have a little bit left, but I ran out of bowls. This is all I had left here.
Right, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's one of my dad's old ones. Should be all right.
You eat that or what? You eat that? That bleeding shoe.
I'm gonna tip the bastard thing over his fucking head in a minute.
Get here. I'll have it. You don't want it. I'll have it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I've lost me appetite all of a sudden. Yeah, there you go, Bob. You know that,
Right.
mate.
Thank you very much. You want yeah. Lovely.
Right, that's it. No worries. Right, I'm going to. The old pot's ready to be cleaned. Well, who's up for a trip to the Diamond Quarter then? Hey?
Seems like everyone here.
Hey.
All excitement. Let's try it one more time. Dwarf for the people. Silence.
Both picking.
Yay.
All on
Gary me again.
Who?
What was that, Dad? Do you want to be carried again?
Yeah, there's the one. Yep.
Oh, no worries. He sort of grabs you by your beard. Come on, then.
No, not like that, you bleeding idiot.
I think he's actually doing it quite well.
Hang on, but try it one more time. Dwarf for the people.
Oh, one bloke. Yeah, with us, mate. Go on in. Yeah, you're in the back. Good lad.
Got one.
I think that's Barry.
It was
Oh,
Barry.
Barry.
How
Yeah,
did
Barry.
you know?
Barry, you can fuck off, mate.
No, right then. Barry sort of walks out and goes, "Hey!" Fuck off. Oh,
Fuck off.
his door.
But the one that actually replies is
The actual person
fuck
that
off,
actually
mate.
bothered to
Barry,
actually
bleed
get the
Barry.
people standing and you shit
Oh.
on him.
Well, he's bleeding.
Well, it was. It
Worked
was
with him for 28.
the one that was still behind him was Barry. He was the one that started it all, remember?
Yeah, Barry was the one who started.
Yeah, he's bleeding.
He's like-
You know,
"Yeah!"
like,
Oh.
you know, Barry, like I do. You know, you wouldn't be so forgiving.
just love that. Barry and fuck off, mate.
Well, if that's the way you're going to treat your supporters, Dad, I don't think you're going to get many more.
No, just Barry.
Let's,
Hey, Barry.
let's, I'm gonna say,
Usually the roller.
let's hope that what you got is enough to swing them, eh?
What's the point of this looking like anyway? Well, he's still up, are we?
I mean, the ideal scenario would be Bob becomes king, he passes it down to Bill, and then Bill then in return exiles his father from Autumn forever. So he can't.
Oh my god.
That'd be an ideal world thing, won't it?
You're just giving the DM an idea. And I like it.
Might already be on a sheet of paper.
Might be.
So as you start to make your way across Dust Town, you still see all the semi-familiar faces chowing down on their morning's gruel in a mixture of hats, shoes, gloves, whatever that they've got that they could possibly put the food in. Some have got cracked crockery, etc. dipping nothing more than a stick in it to try and eat it. As you reach the edge of Dusttown and start making your way out, now walking along the common sector, past Tapster's Tavern, past the Chantry, where Brother Burple is situated, and start making your way up towards the market. You start hearing a familiar voice. I say, Grey Wardens! Grey Wardens! Hello! Grey Wardens! Grey Wardens!
Who's that?
I'll go look around to see who it is who's trying to give us a shout.
Roll us for perception then. Oh.
That is a nat 20.
Lovely.
With a so that makes it 24.
I got 19. 19 from
I
Bob.
think the right one might be winning this.
Natural 10.
Linvelm's too busy thinking about that blue slime.
Actually, thinking more about going to the armory and getting his bow.
When it's open.
So wanna do
If it
that?
opens.
Well, Bill's with you, and old enchantments currently in Dusttown eating his breakfast.
You still can't open it because it's still detained.
Well, might be. Who knows? So with the 24 then, Ada,
Yes.
as you turn around and look through the semi-crowd of this early morning in Orzammar, you see a familiar dwarven face that you met on the entry, that you would have only have met on the entry to Orzammar originally, at the back of the Hall of Heroes. Bob, on the other hand, recognizes his face from when he was sitting in the royal box, the proving ground.
Which one is it?
It'll be the
Your
posh
son or no?
It'll be the posh one. Ha ha! Yes, Grey Warden, so lovely to see you again. God, it's been so long. As Lord Harrowmount starts to
It is Harrow.
pass through,
Not Balaam.
standing in front of you with a small collection of armored guard.
Hey, you all right there, Harry? How you doing? You all right, aren't you?
Well, you made it back. That was a surprise, to say the least, isn't it? Well, congratulations, Wardens.
I
That's
class.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna say that as a
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry to disappoint.
word has already started to pass through to the other areas of what you managed to find while you were down in the dark, the deep roads. Won't do you no good, you know. No. I am still going to be king. You know this, don't you?
What's that then?
Double B. Yes.
Oh, don't you get salty with me, son.
Well, that is your name, Bob.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he's saying it in a weird way, mate.
Bob with two B's. Bob.
Bob with two B's.
Bob.
Yeah, the way he's saying it.
Yes, Bob. It's fine. Don't you worry. It's not going to help you at all. The throne is as good as mine.
Well, how do you
I'll
come
let
to
you
that
think.
conclusion then? When we got all the bits and pieces to prove that I be the king, you know?
Well, let's just say that I don't believe the wonderful people of Orzammar, as he raises his hands up to try and gesture to the people around him, are not really going to vote for a muppet like you, are they? Let's be honest.
Oh, you're a bit rude.
So how about
Well,
I make you a deal?
Go on then, mate.
Right.
See what you want him right his ear, you know. He was almost away before we did the last deal, but he got out of that one. But
Bob,
he's still available.
Bob, the man wants to do a deal with you. Now, what happened the last time you struck a deal?
Yeah, true.
Just Just
True.
think about this very, very carefully. Scales.
No,
Oh, don't worry,
you
yeah,
got
you got
me all wrong, you big Goliath. You, it's fine. I'm here to help. Honestly, I am.
I don't trust the man that constantly throws his hand about like
You're
that.
right. Hang on a minute. You see what you got to say, bud? Might give you some gold.
Well,
Well,
how about I
want
actually
to
go
offer you-
listen to as I'm the. Not trying to be mean. You're more gut feeling than actually using your brain.
Right, and
Let me.
it might not
That's
work
me
out all the
here.
time.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
Sometimes it does.
This young, handsome dwarven fellow's got a wonderful brain on him.
That's right.
How dare you
That's
say
right.
such a thing about him? Potential king of Orzammar.
That's right. Yeah.
You haven't worked with
exactly.
him.
What?
You haven't worked with him,
Never worked with him.
so you can't not
No,
say.
no.
Don't try to bother him up.
I only wish to make you a deal to help you, Grey Wardens. Of course.
He seems like a lovely fellow. I mean, he's saying to me, a lovely young dwarf. He's a very intelligent, which I do think I am quite intelligent. You can take me for granted sometimes, I tell you. Oh, let's hear it then. Let's hear it then.
Young Robert, right?
Yeah, not Robert.
Bob. This is what I know you as. You are Bob. Try Robert, it's more noble. Anyways,
He ain't noble.
stop all this nonsense about trying to become king,
Right.
right? And let me help you. You help me become king. I can wipe all of your debt with Balin, and even release your daughter from prison.
What else?
Wipe the slate clean, as it were.
Right. And what else? What else you offer?
Well, I think that's fair enough, don't you? I go, yeah, very good, very
I don't know. Them, of course, they're going to say that. Bloody hell.
Well, then the only other people around. I mean, if you wish to talk to others, sure, ask them. It's completely up to you.
Well, obviously, it works for me. I like it. But, what? How about you take the deal, right? And shove it up your ass.
No, well,
And
that's
then
not,
how about I give you another deal? How about you don't ask me to do stupid things like that again? Because next time, I'll drop your bleeding head off in front of all these people. And then you won't be bloody king or nothing, will you?
well, you're not going to become king anyway, you filthy piece of gutter trash. Come on. And he sort of calls his guards and starts marching off in a huff, and gives a stupid piece of sewer slime. Never make it as king anyway. This kingdom's doomed.
Yeah, go on, bugger off, you nods.
No,
But you're not young. You're probably not younger than him. You're older than him, so you can't be a nonce.
No, you still can be.
I'm confused massively.
Anyway,
they're
That's
now
funny you're
standing,
dealing with it.
in the middle of the. Try and wait for Holgarth to come back. Now standing in the middle of the Commons Market, outside the front of the main entrance where the Hall of Heroes was.
Hmm.
You, start to spot all of the all the market stalls again. Come and get your fresh fruit. Come and get your fresh fruit. Fresh fruit. Not for a copper. Not for a copper. Etc. Etc. And as Holgarth's standing there now, looking across, he sees a very familiar face. As he picks a cloak off and starts waving it in front of him with a little bit of
what?
hanging the cloak back up.
Prince
Oh,
Charming.
yeah.
That's not that fucking dipshit.
Right.
Got a lot worse.
That's a little bit uncalled for, don't you think? Oh, handsome man like you.
Yeah,
Here's a
You
nice
thought I
bloke.
was going to be a slave. Well,
No, you weren't going to be a slave. You were just going to be my companion.
companion, not friend.
I wouldn't have minded you as a companion. Big, strong, burly boy like you. Sure you're not into making a deal?
Yeah, your mouth shut or my axe across your throat.
Oh,
Oh,
here
wait,
we
hang on a minute. Is he what he's
Let's-
got to say then? Hey, what's your deal this time?
Bob,
His mouth across
What's your deal?
what?
Don't worry, I'll leave you
Bob.
out of it. I'll leave you out of it. Don't,
Bob.
trust me. I won't make
Bob.
the same mistake twice.
Bob.
What?
That's a pity, don't.
I just want to hear what he got to say. It might be a good deal.
I would like to see what you're going to have to say and everything when it's your head I take first.
Come on, mate. Come on.
No,
I
no,
told you.
no. You've got me all wrong.
See?
See, if your dwarven friend becomes king, you and I could be very good for each other.
Yeah, you the victim, me the fucking murderer. No, piss off.
Well,
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
not a lot else I can really say to that. I'm not really one for being threatened with murder. Depends what he's planning on poking me with.
Yeah, you're a bit uncalled for that. Oh, God, you're a bit rude.
Well,
He's a nice bloke.
I'm happy to demonstrate. Look, see this? Ah. Right, you can take the sharp end this side or the sharp end this side. Now, which one do I separate your head from your shoulders with?
Shall we just press on?
I'd much rather take the long shaft on the other end. We could
That's the point, because I know the DM gets to pull the strings and won't allow it to happen. That's when I turn around and say, okay, fair enough, and then just go conk with the rest of the thing and knock him around the bloody head with it.
Yes, you're gonna hit him.
I would have, yeah.
Oh, are you gonna hit him?
Or are you going to swing with the blunt
Yeah,
side?
yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna hit him. Cool. Roll an attack. In the middle of a busy market.
Yeah.
So weird, you guys.
Whoa. Don't.
If
You're about as
it's
different
20.
as Boris Johnson.
Yeah, that's exactly who I'm envisioning right now.
What, Boris Johnson?
A more camp version of Boris Johnson, yeah.
Well, sure. All right, you've hit him with a natural 20. The end of the stick, we'll use it like a quarter staff.
Yeah.
Maybe 2d4. 2d4 bludgeoning damage.
Is it D4?
It's not, it's d8 for a quarter staff, but he's basically
It's a D6 if it's single-handed.
whatever. He's clunking him on the back of the end with
So
that.
2d4, yeah?
Yeah. You're effectively only giving him a light tap.
One.
But bearing in mind, he is just a commoner.
Mm.
Oh.
What was
seven.
that?
7. A 4 and a 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. The gentleman that you clunk on the side of the head, basically, as he spins, he hits his head against the side of his own stool, crashing through the table. All the weaponry and everything on his table is falling on top of his head as he now lays there in the middle of the market, motionless.
Oh, I feel so awful.
What you do that for, you pillar? Run!
He's
He's
pretty
not
much
running away.
wanted to rape me. Did you not understand?
Bob's running.
That's it. Bob can make himself look even more conspicuous. He's the only one running from that sort of scene. It's easy to pin on him then.
In all things are just a.
So Bob's running. Bob's running? Huh?
No, I understand. I understand the reason why you did that. I'm not.
I gave him the option which sharp side of the axe did he want, and he said he'd rather take the long shaft bit. So I gave him that.
Bob stops running as he realizes nobody else is running with him.
Cool. Well, the ones that stuck around at the store, would you all roll me a perception, please?
Yeah.
You guys do this to yourself. Nothing to do with me.
Oh, he said he wanted the long shafty bit, so I gave it to him.
Collaborative
And killed the
storytelling.
guy. Yeah.
I know a nat 20.
He's only
Is
a
he actually
commoner.
dead?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't kill him. I knocked him unconscious. It's all the rest of the stuff. He shouldn't have been surrounded by all that
Hit
stuff.
him. You're a Goliath.
He's only a commoner. He's only got like 4 or 6 HP.
Fine.
I got a nat 20.
Great.
Like,
When you start, while you're standing there looking down at this
defenseless.
body laying underneath all of this.
Yeah, I'm just like there holding my.
I'm just going to point this out quickly. I then go, oh, well, this happened. Go over and I'm going to take that cloak off the fucking thing.
Oh no.
So that's going to add more to your charge.
There we go. I got myself that cloak.
Why don't we
Things
write a
work out
sign?
in the end, didn't they?
Oh no, put that back. He's a bleeding.
fuck off.
No. This is a crime scene now.
What-
Right,
what-
it's a
what-
crime scene.
What Ander starts to hear, he said, "Did you see what a Goliath just did? He's killed him. He's killed him." As the murmurs start rocking around inside the common market.
Well, maybe we could say that.
What we need to do is put up a sign saying under new management, trade and dispute sorted. There we go. Solves everything. Give it to one of your sons, Bob.
Baldwin idea, to be honest.
Is right? Let's do that then. Let's do that then.
What are you guys doing? Are you literally just standing in the middle of the market looking at this dead guy in the middle?
Do what?
No, I'm just trying to
said.
just.
I'm looking around and going, did anyone see what happened there? That was a bit tragic, that, wasn't it? I don't know where we go.
Hey, we saw you smack this poor geezer.
Bob's run away. He's fled a crime scene.
I'm
we
right
couldn't trust
here.
him. I knew we couldn't trust him.
I'm only on the next door down. You're talking about looking at these loincloths again.
Right. If you roll me deception with disadvantage, Stefan.
Was that a D20? Yeah.
Disadvantage is they fucking saw you do it.
Is that my D20? Yeah.
Can we not do the old Jedi?
Roll
thing?
the lowest.
Oh, Jedi.
Can we not just do the Jedi? thing? Grey Warden business. Carry on.
Men in Black.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a 19 and I'm rolling again, yeah, and I'm taking the lowest.
Yeah, get and choose the lowest.
Oh, 19 again.
What's your deception modifier?
-1, so 18.
Marvelous. We'll see what happens later on.
Oh no.
Bearing in mind, all of these people saw you do it.
Mm.
I just turn around and just go, he got my mama name.
He's gonna break me.
Yeah.
So,
I only obliged to what he said. He requested he wanted the blunt end, so I gave him the blunt end. That's what-
Pretty sure he didn't say hit me in the head.
right. I'm going to try and stabilise this bloke.
Well, yeah, if you'd been more specific, I think his words would have probably been penetrate me with the long bit.
I'm gonna
we'll-
do
we'll-
it.
we'll-
Exactly
we'll
that.
try and stabilise him.
I'd like to, yeah. Try
Okay.
and stabilize him.
I mean, a medicine check.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Just leave him back in bed. I'm taking this fucking cloak, though. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Fuck off.
Oh, come on, a 10.
A 10,
Yeah.
not enough to bring him back.
Oh no.
There we go. I can't do it. Me hands are bloody useless.
The moment he said he was going to roll for medicine, we knew it was going to be a low fucking number.
Come on.
Yeah, but it surprises us sometimes.
I don't know what's wrong with this bloke. I know you hit him, but I can't resolve it. So. Anna!
Mm.
Anna!
I'm right next to you. What you want?
You you try to bring him back. Sort him out. Seriously, sort him out, please.
Bring him back. See if you can sort him out.
Come on, hurry up. He's going to be dead. If he's dead, then what I'll do, I'll be honest, we're dead.
If I have to, I will get to one of the small ones.
Come on, hurry up, you bloody lizard. Hurry.
Will you please shut the F up?
Hurry up. He's bloody going to be. If he's dead, we're dead.
I'm gonna go bring up one of the small ones and try and give it to him.
Very good. So we're not going to worry about rolling for hit. We're not going to worry rolling for health points here. Rolling for hit points. But another medicine check, please.
That's fine.
Administering the potion. Like sticking a drip in.
14 plus 7.
21. Nice.
Yep.
So as you
hell's
start,
behind the background
you
of
gently you lift his head up and sort of clear his tongue away. You start pouring the potion down his throat.
I think the best way is you three back off.
No.
As he suddenly see her, as he takes a very deep breath, not quite revivify. He wasn't quite dead. Whether you noticed, I was rolling death saving throws.
Yeah, I did hear the die.
So as he sort of opens his eyes and looks up and sees this black-skinned dragonborn looking at him, he goes, "Oh, where's my cloak?"
We had to give it to someone to revive you. So they wouldn't give it to me.
Thieves!
No, we had to. No, we just saved your life.
Taking a cloak, thieves! Thieves!
All right, hang on a minute. Hold up. All right, give me bloody coat back.
Oh God, stop listening. Get off the phone.
Give me bloody coat back.
No.
Hey.
After this man's innuendos and the way he's making those advances against me, I'm taking it. How would the people of Orzuma feel if they knew what this man's intentions, what he would secretly love to do to a Goliath?
What are his intentions then?
May I go talk to the gentleman?
Well, you're currently holding his head.
Yes, I know, but he's currently screaming blue murder.
He is. Thieves!
So I want to go calm him down. Sorry, I'm guessing it's Charming, or is it Prince for your first name? And hopefully, without Knees not knowing, I will give him the platinum nugget that I've got, just to see if it's worth that amount.
Okay, so go on in. Do it as if you're going to do it. I'm going to thieves.
Charming. I don't know if it's the same amount, but will this suffice for the cloak?
And it sort of takes it off you, rolls it around in his head a couple of times. Yes, pussy down. Magic items for sale. Magic items for sale.
Whoa.
Well done there. Well done there, Adam. No. No. Don't you worry, mate. You called this in the first place.
Well, let's just say you can now own that cape.
I was owning it anyway. What did you give him that for? And you can fucking pipe down old face. You're the one who put us in a mad predicament in the first place, Mr. I gamble when I don't own shit.
Well, that's happened now. Let me listen from that.
Well, anyway, I apologise, but I wasn't taking those advances from him. But Scales,
I understand.
I appreciate what you just did. That was a very, very kind gesture. I really appreciate it. And if it comes to it, I'll kill you last. I love you.
Jarman.
Noted. Well, can you
Johnny.
do me, a bit later on because you still owe me that 100 gold.
You'll Bob first?
So-
Absolutely.
No, I mean you
last
still
Bob
owe me 100 gold, so leave me a bit like a
first.
month
Yeah,
late.
we'll sort it out. No problem.
Charming.
If you lot go ahead, I'm gonna go help Charming and Mendy's stall.
Oh, that is very nice of you.
Charming.
And I will.
Very nice. Can I help?
I think he's the last person you want to see. He wants to see. So I think the best way is,
Just going to
I'll catch up
apologise
on
and that, and
well, go ahead if you want to go apologise.
I'll apologise.
Don't be
Just-
up. Don't be upset if he tells you to, sling the
Oh.
hook.
Okay, well, I'll go up to him then. Mr. Charming.
He sort of with that instantly dives round behind Ander.
No, listen.
No,
Look,
don't hurt me.
I know it's fine. Allow me to just apologise. I assume we have got our wires mixed. See, I was talking to you about.
Assault,
I was talking.
battery,
Fuck off.
help me.
Why is this?
Oh, you better just go,
You
Olga.
said to me you wanted my long
Please,
blunt
Goliath,
end.
help me.
You wanted my long blunt end. I'm sorry.
Let's just say it's a
Let's
just say it's a
It was a
miscommunication.
miscommunication. See, I thought you legitimately wanted me to hit you with my long. You wanted to receive my long blunt end. I apologise for the assault. I truly do. If I could help fix your store here, I will do that. I apologise, sir. I truly do.
You can see the sort of, as you're looking in his face, you can sort of see, don't, please don't hurt me anymore. I
won't hurt you there. I won't hurt you.
don't
It's
want to be hurt anymore.
No,
It's
it's okay. It's okay. I gently just pat him.
Oh,
It's okay. There we go. There.
Oh,
It's
God.
all okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Just
I-
go, mate. Just go.
actually crying.
Just go. Oh, God.
I would too. I
Fucking
got
hell.
smacked in the face.
I apologise. I sincerely apologise.
Just go. Just go, Olga.
Bob, shut up.
That's
Mama.
better. That's better than apology. Just leave.
No, please just leave me alone. I don't.
There you go.
I'll
Okay.
catch you guys later.
Nice.
Okay, I will leave, but
catch you
I
guys
apologise.
later.
I apologise.
Great. As he turns around, the guy sort of dips into his pocket, pulls out a like that, and as this shiny dust sort of follows Holgar, we'll find out what that does later.
So while I'm helping him, I just want to be intrigued. What was that you just blew?
Well, it's a little bit of morphine dust. Nothing major. But and he sprinkles a little bit on his hand, and you suddenly see his hand as the fingers curl up and they make like a cat's paw. Only for a few seconds, but then the hand comes back again.
Hang on a minute. If we need him.
Okay, that's
Bastard.
we-
and I will cast mending on his stool.
And
So
yeah,
that table is
everything
fixed.
like a scene out of Harry Potter. You suddenly see all of the stuff raise up, and the post and the table fixes itself, and all the stuff neatly puts itself back in. You know, totally.
Yes.
That was the one with
Right.
Sword in the Stone.
You're all right now. Then.
Bigger as Bob.
I already told you not to. I thought you'd went with Holgarth.
No, I'm still here, mate. Right. You're all right now, then, Charming, mate.
Oh,
Right.
I think so. He's called me all kinds of stress. I'm just not used to it.
Oh,
I'm
see,
just
see,
not used
hang on a
to
minute.
it.
I'll see if I can give you something as compensation. Just have a look here. He gives him two
Bob's looking around
copper.
at random shit. While Bob's looking around at random shit, he pulls out a really small satchel, no bigger than like a golf ball, and he just slides it over to Andy and he goes, "Here you go. You can have some fun with this. Thank you for fixing my stall."
Anything to go help. It's our job as Grey Wardens to look out for the people, no matter what race they are.
Yeah, mate. And Bob slips 2 copper coins in his hands and closes his fist and says, Just remember, Bob the King, right? Bob the King, yeah.
2 copper pieces.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Bloody.
He sort of takes him in his hand, looks at him, and goes, "Well, something to drop in the wishing well later. Thank you.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, just made your day a little bit better there.
I'll be wishing that Goliath has a tale to tell later."
Oh dear.
Thanks again.
Just, and I think don't tell anyone about this, all right? Because it might, ruin my reputation. Or
Oh yes, well, I got to say your reputation is fine by me.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, well, I've always liked you. And
Of
He
course you have.
doesn't have a reputation, not a good one anyway.
Well, I say not hanging around with the likes of you.
Anyway,
What now?
I'll let we'll
I
leave you
apologise.
to
Scales, tell him to wind his short ass little neck in. And
which
I
one
apologise.
you're talking
This
about.
isn't a dwarf; he's a human. But yeah, sure.
Right.
I
He's still
think-
shorter than me, so it still counts.
Yeah, true.
Tell him to wind his neck in.
I digress.
So
I
do
hope
I.
you get good sales today, and I will continue on trying to get to the Hall of Assembly as soon as possible.
No worries.
Yeah.
But before you make it any further, because I'm just going to annoy the shit out of you now because you beat up one of my NPCs.
I healed him.
Before
Not
you make it any further, hear another very familiar voice. Hello, nice to see you again. Back for some more magical items, are we?
Ah, you're all right there, Ronald.
Hello, yes, nice. Hey, good to see you too. Are you planning on feeling me up anymore?
No, I mean, there's
You
just
know,
me old.
like, Jesus.
Well, I remember you as well, my big Goliath friend. Your hands smothered my bosoms.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
And
as you enjoyed it, mate.
Well, this is the thing, you see. Now, I told the bosom story to Charming, and he might have tried to get a little bit too.
That's the
Goliath,
story.
And
That explains a lot.
I saw what your Goliath friend did to him, and now questions have got to be asked about these kind of things, haven't they?
Then ask a question.
His own bloody fault, old girl.
Well, it's
You shut the fuck up.
what kind of a king
Right.
hangs around with such people, eh? Well,
Right, don't blame this. No. Don't blame as much as you blame everything else on that little shit. Yeah, don't blame my actions on him. It was a miscommunication. The other gentleman turned around and said to me, he wanted my long, blunt part of my axe, so I gave it to him.
Believe
It was a
me,
misunderstanding. That's all
I
it
was
is.
listening
You're
to
right.
the exchange. Yes, I was. I was thoroughly enjoying the exchange up until the miscommunication, so you call it.
Right, we don't want any sort of negative talk going out towards the people. So here we go. Here you go, mate. This is the least I can do for you. And Bob gives it
3 copper pieces this
3
time. It
copper
goes
pieces,
out and
go, let's just pretend, you never saw anything. All right, mate.
He shouts over the Charming and goes, "Yeah, you go up your game. I got 3."
That's right. Right, you get up, right? There's more where that game from.
My deal that I wish to parlay with you, my dwarven friend, is more lucrative.
Give us them copper pieces back then.
Oh no!
No, you already gave him.
Hang on a minute. You got to make a new deal.
They were a present from you to me.
No, it's part of a deal.
And I accept a gift. And on that note, I will make the deal worth your time as well. Of course.
Anyone else feeling some sort of vibe going on here? Scales, do you see this? Everyone wants to do a deal with old Bob here because they know they know he's easy pickings because he's dumb as shit.
Keep it down, you lot. I'm trying to make a deal with you.
A deal you probably shouldn't be making.
Yeah, well, keep it down, mate. Right? You never know what it might involve. Right?
If you want your reputation around here to stay intact, or let's say not get any more negatives than it already is,
Right, yeah.
what can you offer me? Let's have a think about this for a second. Now, you could give me money. You could give me power.
Right, yeah.
I'll tell you what I really need, though, especially around here. Right? I'd like to be able to trade tax-free.
Tax-free, eh? Oh, that's a bit...
No more of these poxy bills. I just want to be tax-free.
Right. But what do I get in exchange?
Well, I'll tell you what we could do. We could offer you something even more lucrative.
No, hang on. Let the bloke speak. Right? I want to hear what he's got to say.
What do you get? You don't get me telling everybody what your Goliath friend did.
Oh, God, you bleeding idiot! I've got to make a deal now, ain't I?
Mr.
No, you don't.
Your Majesty, and all it'll take is a piece of paper.
I'll tell you what, let's make it a little bit more lucrative. How about...
You're not good at this. Be careful what you say.
Right, keep it down. Right, let me do the deal here, right, calm me down.
No.
Right, listen, what's your name, mate? What's your name?
I honestly don't remember what his name was. I don't think he ever had one.
No.
Guy with forgotten name.
Yeah, Ragbone. There you go.
Right, Ragbone.
Because he's a Ragbone man.
Put it there, you got yourself a deal.
You haven't got a deal.
I'll make the deal here, mate. I'll make you a deal.
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on.
Put it there.
Hold on.
Right. Yeah, go on in.
Hold on. Make it more lucrative for you. You keep your mouth shut because your head won't be on your shoulders to be able to speak.
Oh, dear. I said you were very good at this.
I thought Bob already said
Bob's already made the deal, and old guy carries on chatting.
Yeah, but you can't make a deal with a dead man.
As he just sort of stands there looking at him while he holds his hand out for Bob to shake.
Bob muted himself.
Cut his fucking arm off.
No!
Oh, no.
No, hold out the other one and make that one
Shield.
just as fucking simple.
Oh.
I'm saying sick and tired of you fucking idiots constantly think you can tell us exactly how things are going to go down.
Oh, I honestly think that the idiot in here ain't Bob anymore.
Can I use a reaction to?
I already used my
disadvantage
reaction.
on his. Oh, have you?
Yeah, I use shield.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's good.
Are you actually trying to cut his hand off?
There ain't no trying about it.
Oh, no.
Heavens above.
Now Holgarth's got a reputation to uphold, so maybe you shouldn't make that reaction.
You know, Goliath don't take threats very well.
No. But he's fine. He's fine. Carry on. Roll the attack.
Shield is a +5, but I'm putting my hand in the way. So
Honestly, he's fine.
I'm just what I say.
19.
Cool. You hit him. Roll the damage.
Can I use my reaction as well to impose disadvantage on the attack?
You can.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Again, it's only a commoner.
Interjecting my shield.
So you got shield, my shield, and
Bob going.
We're both trying to stop an angry Goliath.
9 damage.
Did you roll with disadvantage? Again, just roll the attack because Bob's now put his shield in the way using his shield monster ability.
We got
you idiot! I'll turn around and take a swipe at you in a minute, you fucking swine. Seven.
I mean, even with your +4 to attack, it's an 11. It still hits.
Oh my god.
How?
He's wearing
Commoner.
nothing.
Commoner.
It's just a commoner.
Oh.
I got like an AC of 10. That's it.
Oh no.
Wait, shield is +5, so he's got 15.
Oh, he's got 15. Done. So with the magic shield that this commoner suddenly swing and hit the arm with the axe almost bounces off in your hand.
Right, is he my mate there, right? We don't take much to provoke an attack like that, and he's a beast. He's a beast. Like he chop you clean in half in the blink of an eye.
So we'll try this again.
Well, no, we're trying this again. We're trying it our way this time.
Go on then.
I'll get more than one attack though.
If you value your life,
Please don't.
if you value your life, you'll keep your bleeding mouth shut.
Oh dear. Roll me an intimidation.
At disadvantage because I've got exhaustion. I forgot about that. So everything I should have rolled should be at disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna roll something.
Intimidation. Let's have a look.
I don't think an old man is very intimidating.
Well, you know,
I got a 12. No, sorry, 13.
13.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you make a good deal, and I mean, there's more of you than there is of me. And as he sort of looks around the market, but there's a lot more witnesses than just me around.
But all they've seen, mate, is that we saved your life there from an angry Goliath.
Ah, yes, but they also saw the angry Goliath put that guy through his own stall.
They did see me bring him back to life.
And bring him back to life and mend it. It's good. Be careful. He sort of looks at it and he goes, "Be careful of the friends you keep. They might get you in trouble one day."
You're telling me.
Oh, God, you're going to have to go to prison, mate.
Bob,
You just got to do a little bit of time. Just do a little bit of time, right? Just, pay your debt. And then...
If them two are still arguing, right?
After the
I'm
amount of
gonna go
convictions
use-
you put us in single-handedly,
I'm going to use my last bit of silver to go, keep him sweet. And that is...
if I ever get in debt, Ray, severe debt, and I'm fucking calling you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm only in severe debt because I've been paying you and Bob out.
It's very true.
I've thought about it in real life, mate.
So now it'll be 11. I got 11 silver.
Okay, cool. He takes it. He goes, "I'll tell you what, because out of all the guys that are here, right, you're the only one that's got, well, half a brain, really, compared to
Was that
them."
before or after we called your mum a slag when you weren't looking?
Hold on. So I'm doing this on the sly. I've got an 18 on the sleight of hand. And he slides you a small vial of blue liquid. Now,
Oh, that thing.
remember this? I've had a little swig out of it, but I appreciate the help anyway.
So I got blue liquid from...
You probably got about a minute out of it, but that should be all right.
We don't know what this blue liquid is.
Well, you do if you remember back to what this guy was selling originally,
Fucking hell.
which was 10 sessions ago, maybe. I'm not even
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know if I can remember that.
I remember it clearly. If I remember...
This is why I was really looking forward to getting hit with this axe.
What was it then?
Well, basically, if you'd have hit me with the axe, nothing was going to happen.
Remember the person that when we were doing the main fight, when I was in the proving
Yeah, I get all that.
grounds?
I'm asking what I just want the simple answer. What's the blue liquid?
What I'm going to
You
do,
don't remember.
I do remember.
Yeah,
I'm going to
I
beat
do.
I remember.
Invulnerability.
It was
Yeah.
vulnerability. Well done. Now I'm going to bid you adieu, gentlemen, and let us hope that we don't unfortunately cross paths again anytime soon.
Of course.
Thanks again for your business.
Of course, of course. As he rattles the coins and sticks them in his purse, he goes, "Come and get your bits. Come and get your pieces."
Sorry, I was just thinking back for when we like touched him up. It was funny.
Yes, it was. Well, this is the whole thing. Is that's why he told Charming that this Goliath's got soft hands.
Yeah.
Right. I say we don't do any other traders. Don't just ignore them. Right? Because all that's happening is we're getting into trouble. We need to get up to that bleeding palace thing.
Not
Suppose.
taking advice from you, who always causes the fucking trouble 9 times out of 10.
Right?
I'm allowed to have an off day.
Oh no, it's not your fault, mate. It's not your fault. You're an angry Goliath, right? And they shouldn't have said the things that they said, but we need to get moving. All right?
Yeah.
Because the world ain't gonna save itself.
As you start to make your way out of the common market, pushing through all the murmurs and everybody giving you really weird looks and stepping out of the way of the Goliath, as he's a little bit too violent for their likings. Another voice, familiar and gruffy. "Hey, Grey Wardens! Grey Wardens!" And that's where we're going to take our break.
Fair enough.
Right, so, yes. Where were we? Yes. So, as you were leaving the marketplace, after deciding to beat up 2 of the poor NPC market.
Didn't beat anyone up. I knocked one out because he asked for it, and the other one was fucking trying to blackmail us.
You almost bloody killed him.
So at that moment, so yes, the Grey Wardens, here we go with that one. Grey Wardens, hello, yes. And as you turn around,
Yeah.
having dealt with Lord Harrowmount earlier, you're now
Where's
Prince
the other
Balin.
one?
Prince Balin in at the edge, just on the edge of the Diamond Quarter, as he stands there with a rabble of militia.
Not this pillow.
Hey, hello, Bobby boy.
You all right there, Balin, mate? How you doing,
Yeah,
mate? You all right? Not too
He's
bad,
Bobby
mate.
with
You
2
all right?
B's, Bobby boy with 2 B's. It's good to see. Can't believe you made it out of the old deep roads.
Well, a lot of
Top tired,
experience
stop.
under me belt.
Have you got me 25,000 gold pieces?
Well, might do. You never know.
Might do.
You don't know what I found down there, do you? No,
Well, see, Orzamar's not a bigger place as you think.
Mm.
Word travels, mate. Word travels. Now, have I got a deal for you?
Come on in. Is it?
Another fucking deal,
You're gonna like
seriously.
it. I can already tell in your voice. You are gonna like it. So, you don't want to be king. You know you don't want to be king. Too much paperwork. And I know you can struggle with reading. Right? And your English ain't all that great.
All right, mate. Get on with it.
Right? So you don't want to be doing all that. So I'll tell you what. If you guys help me become king, right? Because he's mine anyway. He was my dad. And I do miss my dad. Right? You help me become king. I'll clear your debt with me. I'll make sure it's wiped clean. You won't owe me a penny piece. I'll even give you 5,000 gold pieces for your troubles. I'll clear your daughter so she won't end up on the old. Right? We'll let her out. Not a problem. And I'll tell you what, is she a good-looking girl? Because I need me a wife. I'll even marry her.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. Pimp your fucking daughter, right?
well, no, hang on a minute. Hang on, old girl. Hang on. You might have something here.
Well, every king needs a queen, and I mean, if she's as good-looking as her daddy's bald, then she's got to be a good-looking girl.
Yeah,
Number one.
she's lovely,
She's
mate.
not.
She's lovely. All right, she takes older than her mother. Lovely girl. Beautiful.
Bob, have you not even considered the fact that she might not want to?
Don't worry about that, old girl. Worry about them silly details later.
See, I knew you were. Yeah, I knew you were a short dwarf of intelligence there, Bob, with 2 B's.
All right, well, let me think about this for a second. I'd just like to talk to me companions. Yeah, get a more definitive answer for you.
No, that is fine. I completely get it. I'm going to make my way to the old wine bar. If you want to come and look for me, I will be in my quarters up in the old Diamond Quarter. No
Right.
worries, mate.
Just before you go, mate, right, just a quick question.
Yes.
Right? What would be your first decree as king?
Well, obviously, my first decree.
Yes,
And he stops and he thinks. And he thinks, obviously, he knows you. And he knows bits about you. He goes, oh, well, I'll tell you what. And look, I'll tell you what. Yep. Right. I would donate 50,000 gold to Dust Town so that it can all be done up and cleaned and everybody will get ours in and we can all consider ourselves as equals. No, none of this gutter muck.
Oh, well, I like the sound of that. It appeals to me. And free bowls for everyone.
Free. And he looks at you really confused at 3 bowls. But John,
yeah.
a bowl for every dwarf.
Right, oh, yeah.
Grand gesture.
Right, get back to you on that one then, old Barry.
Barry?
Sorry, Bob.
Baron.
Barbara. And let me just talk to my companions. And,
You understand that he's got the same name as one of your sons, right?
Yeah, Brian.
Carry on.
Balin.
Balin.
Yeah. No. I don't have a son called Balin, no. I have a son called Baron. Baron. He's very similar, but he's not the same. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you about it. All right, lads, did you hear all that? Did you?
Yeah.
Are you done with me? I want my wine.
Yeah, go and bugger off, you. Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yes, you can.
Very well, gentlemen.
Sorry for a while.
Take care. And
Moved
see
away.
you soon. And he sort of shouts, Chancellor Bob.
Oh!
As he walks as he wanders off.
I like him. What do you reckon, lads? I don't reckon. I mean, you don't like me. The sounds of it, me being king. Anyway, so I think old Balin, he seems all right to me.
Well, let's go
Right.
ask
What do you
the
reckon?
person that's been here longer. Bill?
Yes, mate, I've been with you all this time, and I didn't even
Yeah.
realise.
Sorry for our transgressions, but who do you prefer out of the 2 evils? Paramount or Balin?
Well, I've got to be honest with you. You kind of convinced me that I'll be running there, and I quite like the idea of that. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, come on, Bill.
Okay.
Don't be like that.
Now you put it in my head. If you become king, then I become prince, and you can fuck off.
Well, what
And
you
then I
gonna
get
do?
to run Orzammar, and that means all of that stuff about doing up Dust Town. I really like that idea, but I can do that myself. I ain't got to worry about somebody else. And I'll be honest with you, Dad. That Balin is an ugly fucker, and I don't think Elga's going to like you much.
Well, what about the 3 bowls then?
Well, I can sort that out. It's no problem. It's not like it's
You
difficult.
sure there's a bit of a tall order, that one?
Once I get the money, I'll just go out and get the bowls made. And then once the bowls are made, I'll just hand them out to all the dwarves. I even give one to you to take on your journeys. A bowl for every dwarf.
This is not too bad. This is a good idea.
Are you sure he's a dwarf?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you want me to take one of them, right? I'll be honest with you. Not one of them has mentioned about signing the treaty.
True.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's one of those things. I mean, sure, that was one of the reasons you came here in the first place. You wanted to get that treaty signed. Well, neither of them mentioned about signing the army over to you.
He seems alright though, that Balin. I'm sure he'd do it, wouldn't he? What do you reckon? No.
Well, if they remembered us as Grey Wardens, as well, I'm not trying to be nasty. We got the emblem branded on us. It's not like we're hiding it at the moment. So,
When you got a point,
and your son's the only one who actually mentioned the treaty. So it looks like your son's more promising than these two.
Yeah.
hey, this one got sense, Dad. I like him. He's good.
I know, but what about the 5,000 gold?
If your son is king, he can go clear your debt and save your own daughter from getting hanged.
Well, it depends. Are you going to do that, are you? Bill? Hey?
No, of
He
course
loves
I'm not. I'm going to let Helga string up by her neck until her feet stop kicking. What do you think, you muppet?
Oh, well, we can't have Bill then. We can't have Bill. You let your own sister die. You can't be doing-
Sarcasm just went over your head, didn't it, you short ass?
I mean, my God, gee me. Jeez Louise.
He's the
I
one who
am
ripped you an
gutted,
arsehole yay wide for actually getting Helga in the prison in the first place.
All right. Go
Well,
on,
it's partly my fault as well. I helped.
Yes, so did I. So I'm feeling guilty as well.
But I'll tell you what, if it helps you, Dad, right? Because I know what you're like. Right, I'll sort you out. Right, all of you, we'll sort you out for your journey. You can load up. You can take all the supplies you need. We'll get you fully set up, ready and raring to go. If the House of Brawn Anvil gets the throne.
We'd also require a donkey called Mo, maybe.
Mo.
Maybe.
Is that Mo the Third?
Maybe, yeah. We'd also require one that looks.
We had Mo, we had Moulay.
Oh, that was it, yeah. Mo.
What about Molio?
Then Mo the Second. So
Mo.
About
you want a donkey?
We would require a
Apparently
donkey
so.
as well.
but note to self, don't let Bob.
I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm pretty sure that we can organise some sort of arse.
This
We
man
got
gets
one.
my vote.
Yeah, well, right.
We got an
well,
arse. It's called your father.
well,
Well, I was going to say it, and then I decided I thought the joke was too easy, so I left it.
No, I'm
No.
never fire.
so not Balin then. Nobody wants Balin.
Well,
Well,
if
you're
your
100%
son's
on
saying
this.
the same thing as Balin just did, and actually add in signing the treaty,
Right. Yeah, right. He seems all right though.
of
You
course
sure?
you do, because he rubbed your ego, boy.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm older than you. Well, maybe.
But you
not.
got
I
the
can't
same
really
size
tell.
as a child, and you
Dad,
act like a child
Dad,
as well.
I've got to be honest with you, Dad. You're older than most people.
That's right. So everyone should respect and listen to me.
I'll be
And
honest
actually
with you,
come up with something respectable.
You're
and I
more one
might
of those
respect
old
you.
people that we put in a corner so that they forget that they're there.
I don't like the idea of Bill as king. I like Balin. Balin sounds good to me.
Well, you're going to get
Everyone else
outvoted, aren't you?
I personally think Bill would be a fine king.
Well, thank you.
Although
For it.
inexperienced, I think he would do right. His heart's in the right place. He puts the
Yeah.
people first, and that's what's most important.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You're right. You're old Garth. Yeah.
I can't believe you're going to go shit on family.
Oh no, it's only pulling your
Well,
leg, son.
As much as okay. As much as I appreciate the idea of being king, I can only ever be a prince. Dad was the one that's carrying around that blooming axe.
That's right. And you remember it, a lot of you. We'll have your
Oh.
heads.
If Bob
Right,
becomes king,
let's go.
and then he was to die. If Bob becomes king and he was to die, wouldn't it then get handed down to his son?
He's there.
Oh no.
Heirs to the throne.
Hmm.
Unless,
Remember that bit of lava we saw?
Uh,
remember,
oh no.
do you
Baptism
remember
by
that
fire.
ledge?
I
The
wonder
one
if that's
thing that you missed, Matt, just to throw something out there, because all of these guys almost cried when I told them, was Branka's shield, you know, her magic shield. 50,000 gold pieces of magic shield left down in the deep roads.
I could
You
have
can't
used
get
it.
it
I could have
back.
had that shield and used it.
When are we going back?
He sadly can't now because they
Right,
just
Bob's right.
blew up the gaping hole with dynamite.
I tried, Drago, but
I couldn't completely out of DM mode now. I cannot believe that you guys were fighting against a magic shield. Bob even mentioned about raiding the flipping dead bodies, and you left it.
I weren't here, so my conscience is clear.
Yeah, I did want to raid the dead bodies.
You did. You mentioned it a couple of
Yeah.
times, and
And you never rolled.
Always raid the dead bodies, especially if you killed them.
anyway. But now back in the DM mode. Right, come on, let's get up to this. Where are we going? The Hall of Assembly. We got
Hall
to
of
get in there.
Assembly.
We got to let the old master know.
yeah, come on,
Yes.
it's taking us all day.
So you start walking through the Diamond Quarter now, seeing all the posh dwarves. Some wearing heavy, thick, bright bronzed armor, huge shoulder pads as they're walking through the town. As you start to approach the large doors of the Hall of Assembly. We're now at the large doors of the Hall of Assembly.
I would like to knock on the doors.
Of course you would. As you knock loudly, the echo makes his way through the hallways as the door slowly opens, and a very elderly dwarf, older than Bob even, opens it with a dropped chin and long, wispy grey beard. Yes, what do you want?
Just to go.
Oh, Uncle
Shall-
Albert.
I was going to say, he sounds like a really aged Frank Spencer.
Thank,
Oh, what do you want?
what do you want?
Um,
I'm just trying to hold in the shit.
I do apologize for intervening your point. Anyway,
You hurry up.
this is to help with the
Big boy,
voting for the
I
for the
said speak.
voting, right? And I'll go. This is sadly the hammer of the law. Sadly, Branca didn't make it in the deep roads, and this is her hammer.
Sorry, it's the hammer of a wanker. I don't need that.
No, Branca a lot. You know Branca, Allbrand's wife. Last Paragon. Last Louis
Brand, I
Paragon.
do eat Broadbrand in the morning. Keeps me regular.
Finally, just give me a reference I've been waiting for.
Yeah, the way you old git. We got meetings
Don't-
to attend to.
And they boot the door open.
The door's open.
They boot it open further.
It's open. It's just this old man standing here.
It's just
Bring it
Close
on,
it and boot it
man.
open.
Get out of it.
I have a question for you, sir. See this axe? Right. If I was to say to you, hold on.
Oh,
I was to say to you,
no.
which side of this axe blade would you like? Right. What would your answer be?
You better listen to him.
What side of the backslide would I like?
Which
Suffer with me backs.
which side of my axe? This axe, this weapon I'm holding. Which side of it would you choose?
You've got bad backs. It's fine. Come in and sit down. It's all right.
Oh, he's lovely, isn't he? I'm sorry, mate. Here, mate. Right. You're a good
And
bloke.
he sort of turns over his back. This sort of,
Right, I'll go sort him out with his back.
Right. Ready? Right, I'm gonna grab him, and I'm gonna go down on one knee. I'm literally gonna just backbreaker him on like literally on my knee to sort that shit out. Like it's all right. Don't worry. This is gonna sort your back problem out. Okay. You'll feel 50 years younger in a minute.
oh no, man!
Come
You
on,
listen, no.
come on, here we come. Ready and there we go. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
It's all right. We're fine. Carry on. Let's come with me. It's good. Yes. Oh.
oh, Jesus Christ.
He's waddling down the hallway. Like it's sort of like you've all watched Monsters University, right? When they're creeping through the library.
Mhm.
So he's like going really slowly, and you're just like Sully, just with a.
It reminds me of the I don't know if anyone remembers that old Three Men and the Little Lady, the old English butler, the old boy, the one who just randomly does that when he's walking around like this, with no trousers on, but the rest of his butler's uniform, he's like that, and then randomly sits there going, "I'm starting a wave." No, I'm fucking doing it because he's insane.
So,
That's who he reminds me of.
it's like slowly but surely you're making your way down this long corridor. As he gets to this door and starts to push it, it's all like push and it moves a little bit. And he pushes it
And
again.
I'll go assist him.
And as he goes to push the third time, you sort of lean on the door and he goes, "Ooh," and falls through it a little bit.
Sorry.
Excuse me, sir. They brought a wanker's axe and they've got bad backs. Is that right?
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
appreciate your
yeah,
help.
I'm gonna go. That's
Right, hang on, mate. Have this. And I'll give him
Yeah,
two,
you give
two copper
fucking
pieces.
copper.
Yeah, bob again.
Thanks.
Tap him on the back.
As he sort of starts wandering off,
For the love of God.
even slower than he came in.
Well, we broke by the end of the day.
Oh, we have been awaiting your return, Bob.
Yeah, that's me. Who are you?
The Bob. I'm the one that you registered with when you wanted to become king on your first day in Orthamar.
Oh, yeah, I remember you, mate.
You know, when I made you list your 15 children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one.
that's the one, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's me, yes.
Gorgeous.
I see you met my butler, Wilson.
Oh, lovely old bloke. Yeah, lovely. Will he be staying
In the
with
family
the
for generations he has. Served me, served my father, served my grandfather and my great-grandfather.
Oh, you're not retired yet?
Quite forgotten how old he is, really, I must be honest.
He's not retired. Well, you just...
No, never retired. Doesn't earn enough money to retire.
Oh, poor bloke.
I mean, I see you gave him a tip that will send him on his way, I suppose.
Oh, don't you be taxing that?
Oh, I have no. His tips are his own. Yep, that's the guy.
There he is. I'm starting away.
Hello,
I'm gonna love him.
future King Bob. What have you got for me? I'm sure the dopey old fool wasn't correct with the wanker's axe.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't. So we got an hammer, right?
You got a hammer, yes.
Got an
A
hammer.
wanker's hammer. Okay,
Wanker.
that's slightly different.
Branker his
Branker.
hammer.
Branker's hammer.
Branker's
You've
hammer.
seen Branker. Oh, good. Is she here? I haven't-
Um,
She did.
Sadly not.
He's dead.
Oh,
She sadly hasn't
that
survived.
makes life a little bit more difficult. That's fine.
But we got our hammer. We destroyed the anvil, and we got his talisman here. Have a look at this, right? And
Oh, the symbol of autumn. So you found the anvil, have you? Great. Have you marked it on the maps of the deep road so we can go and recover it?
wait, you just blown the bloody entrance to smithereens.
Why would they blow the entrance if you found the anvil?
Well,
The
they
anvil
didn't-
is destroyed.
Oh my.
Um,
And Brown are both dead.
Alton Tague.
Jake requested it, and
Sorry, Orton Tague would have to be 400 years old. I'm afraid that I can't quite believe that.
well,
I believe what you calling us liars.
long
Well,
story.
it seems like a very far-fetched. You're telling me that the living paragon is dead, and the dead paragon was
Yes.
alive, but now he's dead. You've destroyed the anvil, and now the deep
Yes.
road entrance is blocked.
Yes.
I say that's a lot of information to take in 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, we were there.
Um,
There was a lot of
Do
information
you
for us
want me to
fucking deal
go?
with.
This
Do
is
it
why
step
the
by
intro to
step,
this
sir.
episode was kept quite short.
Do you want me to retail it step by step for you?
Yeah, just imagine, right? Just imagine the scene of Branka dying and her beloved husband there dying. Bob here, smart ass, thought it'd be interesting to have one shoved into the lava.
No, never
was
happened.
alive. And
Never
just
happened.
as but then we put them together. And as you can just
so
imagine,
their
you've seen it.
bodies remain. That's love. Did you bring their bodies back?
No, fuck that.
They won't
And
be
just,
left there as they
as
wish.
the song ran out in our heads, I just died in your arms to that kind of thing, and then we hightailed it out there.
So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get my head around this. So you found the anvil, but we don't have it. You found Branka, but we don't have her. You found Orbran, but we don't have him.
So Ulbran and Branka has died due in action.
Okay. And you say that Orton Tay would have been 400 and X
He
amount
was
of
a
years old.
golem.
He was a golem.
So to let you know the story of the anvil
Sure.
is if they start to make the golem, she had to give up the soul of your soul, to your dwarven soul, to be a golem for all eternity.
Right.
And as Alton Tag was a golem, he asked us or requested us to destroy the anvil to set him free.
Right.
Because he didn't want any more of his kin to be sacrificed.
So you saved the dwarven souls by destroying the anvil.
As he requested it.
Okay. Any more golems?
They all perished.
Very well. And he sort of, while you're saying all this, he's writing down notes. Like he's sort of running out of ink. His quill's moving so fast.
I'll take out my ink and give it to him.
Yes, thank you. I may need it. Okay, so we've got a hammer, no Branka, a medallion, no Orton Tag, no anvil. Very well. Okay, well, I mean, yes, we can put this in there and help it towards your cause as best we can. And
one request.
yes.
Instead of Bob being king, can it be his son Bill as the representation of the born anvil?
He leans forward over his desk. He goes, "I understand your predicament in not wanting the small hairless dwarf to become king and the younger, but unfortunately, the only reason that Bob is even in line, or the Brawn Anvil name is in line for the throne, is because of that axe."
Yeah, but if we persuade Bob to, give Bill here, or it's like a family heirloom kind of stick, would that still work?
Roll a persuasion.
17 on persuasion.
I probably shouldn't say this, but probably the only way to do it would be to, if Bob was to become king, he could relinquish the crown, and therefore it would go to the heir, which would be young Bill here. But
No,
but it would have to go to the house. It would have to go to the House of Brawn Anvil first.
I understand, but thanks for letting us know
Of course.
the technicalities of of this household.
I will be getting the information out to the commons as fast as possible. And one,
Appreciative.
and yes, and until tomorrow, gentlemen, when the votes will be coming in, meet you back here at noon.
Sorry for Orzamar's loss.
Yes, it would be a difficult one to explain to the people. Losing both Albran and Branca in the same day, they may not take it well.
Yeah, I understand.
But please be well and see you here tomorrow, bright and breezy for noon.
Noted, and thank you for your time.
Not a problem. And as he sits there, continuing to now dipping in the second well of ink, as the first one was run dry, trying to write out everything that you've managed to pass him in the last hour or so, whilst standing in the
So,
hall.
note to self: if I had to when I get money, to finally get some ink, because I just gave him my ink pot.
But yes, so now while you turn around and walk out and start heading down the hallway, passing Wilson as he's still shuffling along, because he didn't make it very far.
Understandable for that backbreaker.
As he sort of gives you a wave on the way past, like the tortoise waves at the hare in the story, and you now stand out in the middle of the Diamond Quarter. Nothing to do for the rest of the evening?
Well, there is.
Rest,
Well, for me, anyway.
Long rest, I think.
Well, what happened to what happened then? You just told him what happened.
Okay. So here's what we told all the story, and I asked, is there any chance to go change the face of the Braun Anvil household to Bill here, as he's more suitable?
All right, okay. Cool.
And the only way we can go do that is let you win,
and then change it.
and then you relinquish
cool.
kinghood, and it'll go down to Bill.
Yeah. Right, awesome. Yeah, I'm happy with the long rest.
I will like to go visit.
The DM said it. I'm sure he said it goes somewhere else if he was to relinquish it first.
It goes to one of the heirs.
Yeah, which he said, and it weren't Bill though. I'm sure you
Bill's
said
one of the heirs of.
Well, what I
the
actually
Braun
said
Anvil
was the
wins.
eldest son.
Oh. Yeah, so once, probably.
Why you Bill?
Yeah.
There was 111, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I didn't determine that, so that's you.
Yeah, I think 111, 112, or something around there.
Yeah.
Helga's a breezy 90.
So what's the plan as we got all this time?
Well, this is it. This is now downtime, gentlemen.
Yeah, I say a long rest, maybe get some kit because people have still got low HP and whatnot, and I think it's time for a rest.
If we go past
roads, not really.
The prison, may I be able to visit the poor dwarf that we put in?
You want to go and visit Helga?
Yes,
Yeah, we can do that next.
You're interested in my
long rest and then go to her.
To go see how she is. I'm actually being a caring person. You should be like that, as you're the father.
No, I think
Oh, you're gonna go anyway.
I think Scouts wants to get his
tail.
Oh, you don't have to say it, mate. That's what I reckon as well. You dirty bugger.
I got a dwarf sister. I will not do that.
It's true. While you're standing outside, you suddenly see the door just kind of go, as Wilson finally made it to the door to show it.
So may I know where where the coppers are.
I mean, if you want to go,
Orlando.
if you want to go to the prison is in the Royal Palace. That is where Prince Balin lives.
So I might not be able to visit.
Well,
let's get some sleep, get a bit of rest in, and then go and try and sort that out.
go back to Bill's and
Bill's.
Back to Bill's house, and then we'll get along.
We can't go into Bill's house.
Hey, well, this is it. Bill was now going to tell me, I don't have a bloody house. You fool.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, whose fault's that?
Yeah, well, never mind. We'll have to sleep in the street then, won't we?
Where's the best we got? I mean, we're heading back to Dust Town. I've got to put the pot on anyway for dinner.
I will give him. How much of rations do we have left from Bill's?
None.
We use up all that.
Well, you were effectively down. You were down in the. You had enough. You had enough for 3 days.
Mm.
We're down there for 4. If you'd have took any more time, you were going to start being really hungry.
Cool.
should I have less rations then?
Well, you should effectively have no rations now,
No rations. Okay, I'll remove.
and your water skins are empty. But it's Hogarth being hungry was actually not a problem, but he didn't eat it. Bob did. Didn't want to eat out one of his dad's old shoes,
Understandable. You don't know where it's been.
I had 10.
I know where it's probably been. That's on his fucking foot for starters, and possibly in the sewers before. So
I had 10 days worth of rations. Should I get rid of all of that?
Yeah, well, you didn't. You had, when you first load into the campaign 30.
All right. Yeah.
30 weeks ago, you had 10 rations.
Yeah.
I think you might have eaten them by now.
I know. Yeah, it's just that's fine.
I've been keeping track of your rations and making sure that you're getting topped up so you don't die.
All right, cool.
So you effectively got 0 rations at the moment.
Well,
but yeah, no, it's fine. We'll stop by the market. I'll grab myself a load of stuff and I'll stick the soup on for the night. It's not a problem. I'm running a bit low. Anybody got anything to donate?
I can give you. I've got 7 copper to my name if you need, but I'm happy
7
to
copper.
go to give that to you.
Well, that'll buy me a few bananas there, Scales, but that's about it, mate.
Yeah,
Anything to help will help.
Ever.
Anybody got a couple of gold? It's all I need, a couple of gold. I haven't been able to run the shop.
I ain't got a couple of gold. Oh, in fact, I have. Hang on a minute. Here we go. There you go. Go on then. Take 2 gold, but just remember, I want that back.
Oh yeah, sure, Dad. No, probably, yeah, of course. No worries. As you walk out the diamond court and head down the steps and back into the common circle, making your way through the market, Bill stops at various stalls, grabbing all sorts of vegetables, and he even managed to negotiate the purchase of a fish. Well, not a fish, but a few fish heads. At least better than nothing.
Be good stock.
And making your way through as Hogarth starts to make through, you suddenly see Charming sort of duck down behind his desk and look over as you're walking through, making no attempt for conversation.
I'm so sorry.
Right there, Tommy. No hard feelings.
Now,
hard feelings.
Can't see him at all.
Misunderstanding. Wherever you are.
Don't say anything. I'll go. You make it worse. Just keep walking.
And then making your way into Dust Town, Bill sticks the pot, gets the fire going, throws in the selection of fish heads, starts chopping up all of the vegetables, and starts cooking for the evening. Have you guys got anything you plan on doing between now and the morning?
Is there any chance to attune to anything that I've got? I don't know if you can attune to.
Have you got anything to attune to?
Like, I don't know what this talisman.
You already gave that I think we already
you
gave
just
him
given
that.
the talisman to.
Oh, okay.
Talisman and the hammer to
Oh, right. Okay, let me cross it. Yeah. Okay. No worries.
may I
What's
go
your
look
cloak
at
doing?
that vial that Charming gave?
Yeah, the Charming gave you a pouch of powder.
Yeah.
What does my cloak do?
You're nothing at the minute. You can you can attempt to attune to it.
I don't need something else for that.
No, you just got to sit there and look at it for a few hours.
Okay, I'll do that then because I'm not doing anything else.
So as your fish head stew starts getting dished out to all of the guys in all of the people in Dust Town and splashed around, etc., 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 etc. Holgarth chooses to attune to his cape overnight. Anybody want to do anything else?
Yes, I want to go get my bow.
Right, it's night time. It's time to go sleep.
I didn't say I wasn't going to do it naughtily.
You're gonna go and break into Bill's shop.
Yeah, I went till the morning. All right.
You know.
Right. So all take a long rest then. Actually, probably the calmest night's sleep that you've had in a while.
Oh, I'm putting the lipstick on.
I don't know why Marketplace is so much fun in D&D. Every time.
It depends on who you have as in a party, to be honest.
I mean, it depends what kind of characters you get selling at them as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, I always do my best to give you some sort of random,
sleaze bag.
Yeah, I try. That's what I'm going.
Succeeding.
Yeah, I don't want to give you a hello. What can I do for you? Yes, you would like that. Not a problem. Here you go. Thank you very much for your purchase. That's boring.
D&D.
Yeah, I like the ones that cause you as much problems as you cause me.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So as you're awoken to the clanging of the big pot in the middle, as Bill's already up with the crawl. Come on, grubs up, lads, grubs up.
I will be, and I'll be the last one to grab it. Let everyone else eat.
The queue starts to form. Oh, excuse me, indigestion. The queue starts to form, and everybody's with their random broken bits of crockery, cups, mugs, hats, gloves, shoes, whatever they've got that they can fill up with their gruel for the morning. Having been well supplied the night before by the fish heads too. The morning goes pretty quickly as Bill finishes off dishing out all of the grub. Well, not a lot else to do, lads, except for head back to the Order of Assembly and find out which one of these unlucky bastards has got the vote.
Hopefully us, because then it'll fall down to you.
Yeah, come on in. Let's get this over with. Long overdue. Let's see what's happening. I reckon it's Balin.
You want it to be us.
Oh, yeah, well, I know that, but you know what I mean. I'm just a bit of a realist, mate. So I got 10 on Balin. 10 on Balin.
And you ain't got 10 of anything.
10 copper.
Thank you.
10 copper on Balin. Anyone want to take me up on that?
As you
Oh,
start to
good.
make your way out of Dust Town, heading into the Common Circle again, making your way past the Chantry, past Tapter's Tavern, past the Armory.
Well,
Yeah? What are we stopping for?
I want my bloody bow.
Do you need it right now?
Why not?
All right, hold on, hang on. And he has to turn around and he sort of goes back because he's got to get the key. Comes back again with the key, sort of opens up the shop. He goes, do you remember which one it was?
One that sings.
Well,
Was anyone seeing one?
effectively at this point, you don't know that he sings.
Good point. No,
Picked up
that one.
originally.
Shiny one.
The shiny one. Which one's the shiny one? And he sort of starts this big pile of bows that's just laying on the side now. And it's like, I don't know which one's yours. Huey would know. I ain't got a clue. Did that look familiar?
I know.
As he sort of puts it down. Does it actually look like Stefan was walking through a church then?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, what? I missed that. I was looking at something else.
It looks like he's in the congregation. Sorry.
I think he's trying to go do. I knew.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
I exercise the demons. Yeah, so he's sort of picking up this bow. Does that look familiar? That one. He's like, there's like 5 bows from the side. Do any of them look familiar?
That one.
That one. You
They
sure
all look
that
like
one?
bows. Yeah, they all look like bows.
They all look like bows. Roll me a D100.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Well, there's only one person that knows what the bow looks like, and that's Huey. You need him with us.
Enchantment.
Exactly.
Ooh, 59.
59. So it's 59% that you got the right bow.
Oof.
I'll get there in a minute.
Right, you bring the candle in.
You reckon it's that
have a
one? Yeah,
evening
you reckon
review.
it's that? Well, he just had a normal bow, and all they did was lyrium up the bow. But once you put lyrium on something, the lyrium sort of fades into the item itself until it performs its action.
What you're saying is we need to wait for old Huey to
Combat.
So he hands you over this bow, and goes, "Well, if you think it's that one, it's that one."
I think we should wait for Huey to come and identify it. So I get the right one.
Roll a D100. Changing your mind now, man.
Yeah. Because I'm only 59% sure it's this one. I want to be 100%.
Well, all right, take you for now. I'll charge you a rent on it. It's fine. Or you can leave it here and fight with your daggers.
I've already got a bow.
Well, you haven't, because that's my bow as well.
That's a good point.
So I can charge you a rent on it.
Represented.
It's not a problem.
All right, let's go.
Out of the shop, shut the door, locking the door. Right, come on, let's head through. This time heading through the marketplace. All the stalls completely empty. There are the streets barely anybody on them. What criers there are through the village area. It goes, voting day. If you haven't got your votes in yet, you have got 1 hour to get your votes in. If they're not in time, you don't have a choice. It becomes Kim. It could be that fool over there. As he points at Bob's shiny head.
Oi! I'm
Or
gonna
it
vote
could
in.
be the Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmount. And we know how much fun that could possibly be. But surely you want it to be the man who found Orton Taig's anvil. And even the man who murdered our beloved paragon, Branka.
That's right. You was evil anyway. I did you all a favour. Vote for me.
And the loss of the living legend himself. Allbran, all down in the deep roads. In the hunt for power. As the Grey Wardens continue to make their way through the market.
Oh, we should have brought the bodies back.
Should have what?
Brought the bodies back.
Bit late now.
I know.
Right, my friend, hindsight.
Yeah.
As you start making your way through outside the Hall of Assembly, masses and masses of dwarves now filling the streets, standing there with their various signs and chants and screams of joy. Streamers being thrown across the air as the excitement starts to build. Indigestion again. Wilson stands at the door to let you in. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you for fixing my back yesterday. It wasn't that bad. Thank you. Yes. He tries to straighten himself up. Welcome.
Thank you, Wilson.
As you start to make your way through now, stepping through not into the office of the master, but into the grand hall, this huge open area, stone tiled floors, brick built walls, chiseled stone, all huge royalistic dwarven architecture around the build. Very grand as the three, well, as Harrowmount and Balin already stand in position, as Bob is now asked to join them in front of the Lord Master of the Assembly Hall.
Thanks very much, Rick. Here we go. Here we go. Hey! Hey!
Oh dear.
Oh, Rusty, give us strength.
It's please, yes. It's please join us and with your two champions, Bob with two B's.
Lizard 1, Lizard 2, get up here now.
Lizard 1 and Lizard 2.
Get up here now.
You just make me want to hit you so much more.
Hang on a bit. This is a grand champion. And as did I.
Grand champion?
Well, he's my grand champion.
Last,
And this is my second grand champion.
Very nice. This will get really busy. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this auspicious day in Orzammar. We haven't had to have a balloted vote for, well, since the first blight.
mm,
And as we stand here, the three men that stand present, Lord Harrowmount, cousin of His Majesty, his adopted son, Prince Balin, and Bob with two B's. Sorry, you got fuck all. We stand here now, ready to vote and swear one of them into the throne and office and command of Orzammar. May the Maker be with us.
by Rusty be with you.
I'm dreading this.
Same here. Now
Just so
he's
you know,
champion.
this is all being determined on dice rolls.
Oh, wow.
Rollies.
So, the first will come out. Lord Harrowmount with 35% of the votes. Prince Balin with 22% of the votes.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck off. No. Wow. I just can't wait to begin.
And with 41% dice. And with 41% of the votes. And your new King of Orzammar, Bob with two B's.
Hey!
as a selection of the crowd starts to chant and cheer. And it was Dwarf with the people, Bob the King. It all starts kicking up again.
Right,
And
right.
there's
You
also
lot
chants in the
cheering.
background going,
Off with their heads.
Bob is a wanker, Bob is a wanker, la 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 la.
Oh, stop
King
that.
Bob
Stop
is
that.
a
I'll put,
wanker.
stop that. I'll put you in the Iron Maiden.
Paramount turns to the master and shouts and screams, "This is an absolute disgrace! How dare you!" And as he turns, he fires or throws a dagger at Bob. And you want to roll for initiative?
Oh man.
Oh yeah, let
The
him
actual
die, let him
shield.
die, let him die.
No, what the hell?
Can
I think
I class that as a
Bob's
2?
gonna change his ways. Definitely.
Oh,
His
Oh.
companions hate
oh, oh, no, I love him really. Oh, nat 20 plus 1 on initiative. I have a 21, sir.
All right, well, give us a chance. Hold on. I've got a lot of people to roll for.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right, so Harrowmount has kicked off. They have not. Balin and his crew leave the field. Harrowmount and his remain. Right. Yeah.
Is that? Did I say it too late for Shield when he folded the dagger?
No, you didn't.
I asking the DM.
Yeah, I'm answering. He's busy.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
All right, no, thank you.
But I'll get there in a minute. We're doing this year first. Right, so 20 and above.
Yeah.
yes,
22.
21.
24.
Fuck you know. Everyone's getting 20s.
Right, hold
Good.
on. So 24, was that Lindworm?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Just one lizard.
Cool. 22.
Yep. The other lizard.
And then there was a 21, which was Holgarth.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Power.
It's going to be a long ass game, boys. Might be a late one.
All right.
But it helps Drago release some stress.
Well, that was it.
That's
That's
fine.
what I was trying to get to this. I did skip a little bit. Okay, cool. Right. So that was all the above 20s. 15 to 20?
I don't know.
10 to 15?
13.
Bob bringing up the rear.
7.
Fucking Bob started on the
He's a
front.
bit slow for a king.
Oh, I'm old.
Excellent.
Is that your excuse?
Uh,
Yeah.
can't remember the guy's name. Yeah, that'll do.
What, Harrowmount or Baden?
Bob's hiding because he knows he can't have his reign if he's dead, so he's hiding.
And Bob
Well,
with
if he dies, it goes to Bill.
well,
Good point.
as you can see, only Lindworm and Ander are currently with Bob. The other ones have got to make it there. So, right, it's Harrowmount's go first as he threw the dagger with shield. I don't think he's going to touch. No, not even remotely. Harrowmount can turn and he'll make his way to there. Just for that. Right, and then it'll be Lindworm.
Yeah, I'm going to fire 2 arrows at the nearest target.
2 arrows at what?
Dragon. No, sorry. Yes, just fire 2 arrows at the nearest target. Hang on.
At the nearest target. Okay. What? So as in that guy rather?
No, go for the one just behind him, actually.
The one that's just behind him.
Yeah.
Right. So you can actually see him then.
I see him there, yeah.
Fine.
Anyway. We've got 19. That'll definitely get hit. No, not so much.
Yes, a 19 will hit.
It's not a 19, it's a 28.
Yeah, the 19 hit. So.
And 11.
Okay.
No, I mean 11 to hit.
Oh no, that's a miss.
Yeah, I thought it might be. Okay. So, hang on. Fucking, where's my spell book? So, Hail of Thorns. Be 2d10 damage. Ooh, 2d10 damage.
I've got to make saves on the other two, right?
Well, on all three it'll be, mate. Yeah. Hang on. Let me just read it. Dexterity saving throw, mate.
Dexterity, we guys all. 18, 17, 14.
Yeah, they all passed. However, 10, 12, 13. It takes 13 damage each. Half, so 6. Awesome.
7, I halve up.
Say again?
I said 7, I halve up.
Oh, sorry, 7 then.
Yeah, always rounded up.
Oh, okay.
I'm nice like that, you see.
Oh, very well. Not a bad start.
Okay, nothing else? No, because you've done that and that. Yeah.
Can't do anything else.
Anda, you.
Oh, hang on. Wait, I've still got a roll for damage for the first one I targeted.
Oh, the actual arrow.
Yes. What was it? 8 plus 4. Oh, hang on. 2d8.
What am I missing? 5.
8,
I've got all of you.
8, 7, 15. No, 19 damage, mate, from the arrow.
Okay.
That's on the middle chap.
Yep. Cool.
Yep, that was me.
Marvelous. Right, Anda, now it's you. Hold up on deck.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let's see what I can do. Just because it's fun.
Ooh.
So in a circle between the three, I'm gonna go summon my dust devil. I love it. I can love the dust devil. Right in front of
Like
Can
literally,
you make
just
us?
about hits the base of all three of them.
Yep. So that's a sorcerer point. That's a sorcerer spell. And can you make a strength saving throw, please?
Strength
Yeah, strength.
with all of them.
Yeah, all three. Now affected.
That is 15, 16, and 6.
Well, whoever had 6 failed
Cool.
and is flung.
Flung? How far is he flung?
Let's go find out. 10 feet away. He is pushed 10 feet away.
So flung. He's literally going to be right next to Linda. And how much of damage are they taking then from their battering?
So the people that succeeded takes half of the damage.
Yep.
So it's 15 altogether.
Yeah.
So the one who failed takes 15.
Yeah.
The other 2 take half of 15.
Yeah, that's fine. Marvelous. Cool. Anything more for you?
I will probably move in front of Bob just in case he tries to throw another dagger.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
Yeah. Got 12.
Man, how are you still surviving? Okay.
Willpower, mother.
Yeah. Ugh.
Flat out willpower. Just you wait. I'm gonna go fail, and you're gonna get me.
I know, but it's just you haven't failed yet. It's annoying.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's end a Hogarth issue.
Right. Whereabouts am I? Because obviously I'm not right on top of them.
Well, you're effectively up in the crowd. So if you use your full movement,
Yeah.
there you go.
I can't move forward anymore.
You can't. It's called a
You're
dash.
in the crowd. You now fought your way through a rabble, and you're now standing there.
Right. Okay. Right. So who's the one in the goal with the gold staff or whatever that is?
That's Harrowmount.
That's how. And Bob's just behind him.
Oh no, that's me.
That's Ander.
Oh, that's
The
what
guy
I
in the
thought.
red in front of.
That's
Yeah,
Harrowmount.
that's Harrowmount. Right.
Yeah.
How far? What's
That's
the
the guy
distance?
that was in the tournament.
Right. Okay. Where's the? All right. Yeah, I'll go up to the one where who won the tournament.
Well, that you've moved. That's where you move.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, there ain't much I can really do there apart from just stand here.
Is throw something?
Not really going to be bloody worth it.
Dodge your help.
Anything's worth it.
Dodge,
All
help,
right, I'll
improvise.
throw my javelin at the dickhead who won the tournament then.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Nat 20 plus my 6 is a 26 to hit. That's a nice one. Straight up.
Be a hit.
Well, do you anything better than nothing?
Yeah. Oh, shit. And damage is... What's that?
It's only a D6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D6.
It's 2d6.
Right, okay. Yeah.
It'll be 2D6, yeah.
Yeah, that's one D6. You give me other D6. Is a 10 in total.
Okay.
And I'm going to rage.
Okay. Rage's a bit late, but that's fine.
Right. I got one more attack. I'm going to use my hand axes, and I'm going to throw them again at said.
Well, you can throw one hand axe.
Yeah, one. Then I've got two, but I'll throw the one. Yeah. Right. So. That's a 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
Shit. Okay. Well, that'll be my go.
So, I get some turns now. Little dwarf number 1. Yay. Do I have to do anything to move away from your sandy thing? I don't know.
You can just move away.
Cool. Well, that's what I'm going to do then.
What?
I think it'd be classed as difficult terrain.
It'll be classed as difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'll walk around it.
Fair enough.
Thanks.
I won't walk through it. I'll walk around it. Then
Well,
one on Ander, 16 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
Or with a magnificent 5 points of slashing damage.
Yeah. And I will roll a d20 or roll Constitution to go keep Dust Devil up.
Okay. Oh, for the concentration. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 16.
Yeah, you're fine. The other one that's run over to Lindvern. Gonna roll a 18 to hit.
Yeah, just
Oh, a little bit better. 6 points of slashing damage.
6.
6, yeah.
Fucking calm your titties.
I'd like
What do you
to.
do?
Economy of Tardis.
Like
These
to
guys
use
are
it.
only basic little warriors. They're nothing special.
I don't know.
I won't. Well, shut it and build it.
And welcome to the fight. He is Drago.
You're going to hit something with your hammer.
Hooray!
I'm
The
gonna
crowd
He's
shoot
on
them
that
with my
angle.
hammer.
And after seeing Holgarth run to the fight, he was like, I'm here. Yeah.
Can't
I'm
move.
going to. That's as far as I can get, right? So
Yeah,
if
you
I
run through the crowds to. It delays you a little bit from killing me quicker.
Hmm.
Just frustrates Drago and lets him bring out he's in a barbarian.
Well,
Look
yeah.
at that. Look at them. Look at them impressive pair of specimen there side by side with that fucking.
One with an axe, one with a hammer.
With them tools in their hands. Look at that. That's an impressive sight, that is.
Yes, but they have seen you in the shower, my friend.
No, come on. We haven't got wish.com Drago tonight. We've got the real deal here.
Wish.com.
Oh, boo. Boo.
Got the real deal, man.
can I shoot off a guiding bolt at the one next to Ander if I got line of sight on that one?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
In that case, I will shoot a guiding bolt at level 2. So let's see if it hits. Never mind.
Oh no.
No.
I don't even
We
need
have
to ask. him
wish.com Drago back now, please.
How do you want the wish one? Take a little bit longer to get here, but when it does, it's bloody amazing.
And it was kind of like, even if it's a bonus action, you can't do 2 spells, can you? Nah. Okay, I'll bide my time and wait until I can get closer. That's pretty much all I can do.
Cool. Well, it is now this guy's turn. He's going to turn around and go, hello, on Lindvern. Bob, you're on deck. That is a 17 to hit Lindvern.
Yep.
This is where the damage comes in now. I get to have some fun. So as he draws this huge sword, standing like 6 foot long double sword, he swings it, drawing it round, flinging it on the floor with a huge chop, and that will do 13 points of slashing damage. And he's going to use the momentum because he's going to swing again. No, he's not. He really isn't. That would be. Is a 3 on the dice? So that's not going to hit. That would be the end of his turn. And that'll bring us to Bob.
Bob hits his shield, and you see a rune that's inscribed on his shield, glow green. And then after that, who's this dude next to Ada?
It's just one of the little warriors.
Okay, so he's just gonna try and hit this guy.
Wait, he's just going to hit him?
With his sword, yeah. With Weaver's Edge.
Yep.
Or a No, 13. Take it doesn't hit.
13 does not hit.
Right. Oh, that's better. A 23.
Yes.
And that will be 12 points of slashing damage from the Weaver's Edge.
Lovely.
And that's it. In fact, no, that's all right. Yeah, that I'll keep it at that. That's cool.
Excuse me.
This is the
Okey-dokey.
first time that Bob hasn't called for Giant Smite first round.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Got something better.
All right. Well, that is then going to bring us to Haramount, who started the whole thing by throwing a dagger. And he he's not a fan of Bob, as you can imagine. 17, 23 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
And as he lifts up this golden staff and swings it. Fuck's sake. There's 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, as he hits me, you see like a green shimmer
Yeah.
strikes, and Bob doesn't seem quite as taken back. What was that? 8? Did you say? 16? What?
It was 8 points of damage.
8. All right. Okay. Good.
And Haramount comes in with a second strike. 23 to hit. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
All little bit better. 9 points.
Ooh.
Bludgeoning damage that time.
So if I'm going to half that round, do you want me to round it up or down?
Round up. Always round up.
Round up. All right.
I round up both ways.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
That's fair.
Excellent.
That will be Haramount for the moment.
Okay.
That'll be anything to throw at him? Well, rune wise, no.
No.
Okay. Back to the turn then. Lindworm.
I'm going to do something completely out of the ordinary. I'm going to clutch my furry cloak, say some words nobody here understands, and poof, a wolf appears next to me.
What?
I am summoning a beast.
Yes. Why have you never done this before?
Why? Because, you know, I only realised it a couple of weeks back.
Oh, really?
Spell up. Before it was a druid only spell, but now it's a ranger spell as well.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the wolfie, he's going to bite this dude's face because he doesn't like him anymore.
Nice.
So, the wolfie,
That's amazing.
If only
18 to hit with the wolf.
an 18 just hits, yes.
Ooh, cool. 4, 6, 7, 8. That'll be a huge 9 piercing damage.
9, bloody hell. Guys starting to look like he's in pain.
No, I couldn't cause pain to him last time, so he's taking his fucking dues this time.
Well, he's been hit a lot.
He's been hit by the dust devil and flung into you.
I know. I was going to throw up on him, but I'll save that one for another day.
Okay.
I do like my stomach acid attack.
Anything else? No.
Oh, bugger.
No. Andrew, it'll be you.
No, I'm good. Thank you. Next.
So seeing that they're aligned, I'm gonna go move myself
I had a question.
towards I can line them all up. And I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you really could line them all up.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go do. I'm going to use up all my frustration that Bob has caused me.
Wait, am I being lined up as well?
No, but I'm using you as
A
all my
focus.
anger and frustration that you have caused me.
Yes,
Yeah.
Playing it out on these poor gents.
Go on then.
So that's my breath weapon.
Uh-huh. What's your
Because that is a dex. Is it?
dex?
Yeah, dex save.
Okay. 6,
Fail.
Oh,
13,
Fail.
6,
Fail.
20.
Success.
Ooh.
I got a DC 15.
Okay.
So you'll take 3d6, and whoever succeeded takes half.
Cool.
1, 2, 3.
oh, mate.
You all take 6 points of acid damage.
Is that half?
No, full damage is 6,
Right.
and you can half that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
And I'm gonna go assist Linram as a bonus action, move my Dust Devil, which will go up to 10 feet
Yep.
to the gent without hitting Linram.
Mate.
And can you go do a strength saving throw, please?
21,
Passes.
19.
And that's another pass. But you take half the damage of is it 3d8?
Oh.
Yeah, 3d8 half.
Nice.
So
Numbers.
sadly not big numbers, it's 7. So half 7.
Better than nothing.
All right. No worries. Oh, yeah, that's that. That was enough.
That'll be my turn.
That was enough. So as the Dust Devil comes over, the small dwarven warrior picked up by the winds and flung as he crashes into the brick wall, now laying motionless. One down.
That'll be my turn.
Cool. Hogarth, it is you.
Right, yeah, I like to go into the middle where Bob and that are fighting the other guy. I'll make it over there, please.
Where do you want to go?
Literally right between there. Yeah, there, please. Thank you. And I would take my great axe, and I'm going to. Oh, we have a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Is it the blunt side or the sharp side?
It's the sharp side. It's always the sharp side unless they request a blunt end.
No, you're broke.
What?
That. And then I did. Let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, that's a 10 plus 3, so 13 to hit.
Plus two
Damage
for
rather, slashing damage.
plus 2 for raging.
Yeah, and I go for another hit.
Well, you can go to hit him again if you want. I wouldn't see the point in it.
Oh, is he down? Oh, shame. All right, well, if he's done, he's done. But I would like to describe the kill if I may, because I think Bob might like this.
No.
I think Bob will like this. I'm going to give Bob a satisfactory moment, seeing as the guy threw a fucking thing at him.
Well, that's not the guy that
Wrong
died.
one.
Oh, you're not? Which
No.
one's the one that... Which was the one
The
that's...
small gold one in front of Bob.
Yeah.
All right, okay, well, he'll be my next attack then. So...
Lucky you got loads of movement.
15 plus it, so 21 to hit.
Yeah.
And damage. Slashing damage. Oh, that's an 8 in total. 5 plus 3 on that one.
Plus your 2, 10.
Yeah, and I get a third, don't I? Because I'm.
No, you're raging, not frenzying.
Oh well, I'm frenzying. I'm going to frenzy for
You're
the
a
next turn.
frenzy.
then.
Okay, mark yourself up for
Yeah.
a point of exhaustion.
Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Well, if you're gonna frenzy, fucking use the attack then.
Okay. Oh, all right. I didn't know if I could use it yet. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it.
But mark yourself up for a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we have an 18 to hit.
An 18 just hits. Oh no, Paramount miss.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, that's missed then. Okay. Well, that's a bit anticlimactic, that one. Okay, so next.
Cool. Well, that would be my dwarves. They're finished. Drago. Phew. Yes, Drago.
I will run up to the dwarf who started all this kerfuffle and try and hit him with my hammer,
Run up to the dwarf. That
if there is space.
Oh, we could squeeze you in, I think, without getting you in the dust devil.
Yes, good.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. This is not going so good tonight, because that is only going to be 13.
He's a miss.
Okay, in that case, I slam my hammer into the ground and scream as loud as I can, and I create another giant hammer just behind him with a spiritual weapon.
Of course you do.
So this is a regular hammer, but it is a big hammer.
Bigger than mine.
Wouldn't have
Because-
expected anything bigger than anything but a big hammer from you, Drago.
I have the biggest hammer, if you know what I mean. Because I'm casting it at level 4. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Blowing my
4
load on
times
this
as
guy.
big.
That's a really big hammer.
I am blowing my load on this guy. Okay. Okay, that is better. That is 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yes. Okay. So let me see. That is 1.
3d8, right?
3d8. Yes, 3d8. Okay. So the hammer comes crashing down
And
the top of his head.
Inside. That was the first thing that came to head. Yeah.
Okay, this is a good hit. Let me drop the accent for a second. 8, 15, 21, 23 damage.
Right.
Wow. Awesome.
Fucking beaver.
So I had to. That's all I pictured Drago doing. I regret nothing.
Yeah. I wonder where Harrowmount's going in a second. Okay. All right. Well, it's old broadswords go. Pulling out the mighty green. And I don't like the fact that I just got bitten in the face by a wolf. So we're having that.
No, not the new wolf.
19 and 25 to hit the wolf.
Yeah.
That will be 17 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
I don't know what a wolf has.
30.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's do the damn thing in. That'll be 18 points at 18 points, 18 to hit with the second attack.
Yep.
Oh, and again, 17 points.
Oh, bye bye, Wolfie.
Slashing damage.
Okay.
Question. Now, can it be summoned back, or is that now
Correct.
completely
Every
done?
fucking turn.
Okay.
Hmm. Cool.
Well, it's magic, isn't it? Or is it?
Yeah, no, I can only do it one more time and then I'm out of spell slots. Oh, 2 more times and then I'm out of spell slots.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably spell slot, mate. Yeah, 2 more I can do.
Right.
That's
That's him.
amazing.
That'll be Bob. It's your go.
Oh, I got a giant's man. Get out of the way, you lot. And I'm gonna hit him with the old Weaver's Edge for an 18.
That 18
Yeah.
misses.
Let me just check something. 2 6. Okay. Oh shit! I've used a bonus action. Oh, okay. Let's try again. Oh, totally misses. Action surge. Yeah, 24 that one.
Oh yes, definitely.
And max on the roll on both the dice, which gives me a 20 slashing damage.
Wow. Yeah, Harrowmount's starting to look really tired after that hit. Like instant.
Oh, one more. I got one more with the action surge. See if I can hit him. Oh, drop that one. Last one. Oh, 20?
20 hits.
Oh, very nice, actually. Not as good on the damage. It's only an 8 slashing damage.
Yeah, no, Harrowmount, you can see that his shoulders slumped a little bit as he starts to struggle and taking deep breaths now. Like when I got hit across the throat Saturday.
And with that, can I have a strength saving throw? It's probably going to pass it. But...
don't be so sure. Oh, yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20, yeah, passes. But you take an additional 2d6 fire damage, which is, let me just scoot that one out, 9 fire damage.
Yeah.
Bob's not fucking about.
No, well, this is it. I think he's effectively King Bob now. He's really, really struggling. Yeah, Harrowmount starts to slump over.
And that's it.
Oh, right, it's now Harrowmount's turn. Harrowmount looks up at you, and you can see in his eyes blood pouring from various parts of his face. I will never serve under you. And would everybody in a 10-foot radius? 1, 2, 3, 4. So Bob, Holgarth, Drago, and Ander
Yes.
all take a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, that was a good roll.
Oh, thank
How did
God.
we do that again?
19. 18 plus 1, 19.
27.
Pardon?
That's it now.
27 on the dex save.
What? What the fuck is your add-on for dex now, you short fat kid?
Plus 7.
Shit.
I'm plus 7 as well.
I got a 13.
Okay.
I got 12.
Marvelous. Well, everybody that got under 14,
Yes.
you're going to take all of this. And the rest
Joy.
of you are going to take half. As you suddenly see Harrowmount's staff that he's been holding onto start to glow a vibrant red. And he's going to slam it into the floor and explode in a burst of fire. Could have been worse. 23 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
And Paramount himself takes 12 points of damage.
Bob interjects his shield between himself and the blast.
As Harrowmount explodes into this in this burst of flame, this flame burst, if you will. You see him start to cinder and burn as his body almost crumples under the heat around him, blowing everything away and taking away any opportunity you guys have got of killing him, as he has effectively committed suicide.
That's a shame. I'd set
Not
up
bad.
in my head a lovely little way of ending him
Well-
with also Bob. Bit of teamwork. That was
He only had 4 HP left, and he called
Yeah.
himself 12.
yeah. Even if he survived that and it got through to my turn and I'd put the final one on him, I would have literally. I was going to take his legs out, take off his legs till he's like literally blow Bob, and then just have Bob stare down at him like his burning face. And then Bob just turn around and go, you finally bowed to your new king before taking his head clean off.
That's right, I've taken it.
That would have been a nice little send off for the bastard.
Do we still have that
That
Big-
would've been-
big geezer with the sword?
Let me get there.
Sorry.
To be fair, I was just about to fuck him up.
As Harrowmount drops and almost explodes and burns, you see the other guy as he drops his sword and drops to a knee and just shakes his head and goes, I didn't want this. I didn't want this.
I'll go cancel Dust Devil. As
Oh,
soon
kill him.
as
His intentions were clear. It's all right for him to start begging for forgiveness now. He made his choice. He's got to stick with his choice.
Just a man following orders. Once the
Yeah,
boss
but-
is dead, you ain't following anybody's orders. It's yours. It's up to you. You can kill him if you want. He's on the knee.
well, I've
God,
already
take him
cancelled it.
away. Put him in his cell. He can rot in there for a while.
Very well. As a selection of guards that chose not to join in at any point during this, now come and take this man away and start pulling him off to the cells. No. Thanks, Paddy.
All right, mate.
Pulling him off.
Such a child.
I think that's where we'll leave it this week.
Okay.
Seems as good a place as any.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Next week.
My eyes are like piss holes in the snow. Absolutely exhausted. But what a cracking session. And the Brawn Anvils have done it. Who'd have thought it? But until next time, take care.